And welcome back to the Denison Bowling Club for round 2 of the men's country interzone round robins, proudly sponsored by CBH in partnership with Bowls WA. Again, it's Peter Harris with you, and sitting next to me is Bowls WA President Doug Kelly. Welcome back.
Yeah, it was great to be back. It's one we didn't fall asleep after the lunch.
Beautiful lunch.
Very well
Denison looked after us very nicely.
Yes, they did, and thank you to them. They have catered for the big crowd they've got really well. They've set the bar high, but that's always well catered for in the country clubs. The lunch police are alive and well, Peter. They do it exceptionally well.
They do.
Did a meal last night, and anyway, and the weather's sort of, they've kept that in check
Yeah,
for
it's
us
been
as well.
nice. Just the light breeze at our backs, which is going across the green. And up this afternoon is, well, we have Eastern again, a different week, taking on Southern.
Rightio.
So for the, I'll go through, which one I'll pick? I'll go for the Eastern.
Yep.
That. So skippering the Eastern is Chris Shell, Gamelling. Third is Phil Jones from York. Murray Seagate, Gamelling. And Sean Crease from Westonia. And you've got the Southern team.
Rightio. We have got the well-known and very talented Warren Holt playing skipping today. Mark Wannenberg, he's great offsider from Darkin, playing 3. Barry, Ashton. Barry Ashton, who's from Newdigate, hails from Newdigate. He's a greenkeeper there, formerly of Bremer Bay, and he's playing 2. And John Flavel, who's from Kojonup, newish bowler actually, and he'll be on the mat. So we're in for quite a tussle. Crees is a very seasoned bowler. Played last year, bowled exceptionally well down on the Bustleton on a different surface, I know. So it'll be interesting to see how those two go. And I guess I know the Eastern guys inside out. But yeah, very experienced draw. Very good at draw bowling. The 3 guys that are in front of Chris Shell, who is a good skipper as we know, up against a very equally talented side. So I'll be intrigued to see how this afternoon pans out. So
of course, Eastern have stayed on the same green. Somebody has to, and they're the lucky. They're the ones that have. Southern have come across to this green, but they did get a quick roll up. I don't think there's much difference between the greens. It doesn't seem to be. They jumped straight on. So
their roving reporter Phil Manning was, like myself, had a look at the other green, and I would suggest they're very similar. Phil, would you agree with that? Though I don't think the pace is a lot. The wind's moderated, so I think we're in for, as we've already seen here, a really high standard game.
So very quickly, while they're still going through their first end, obviously Eastern have jumped on. Northern went down to them this morning. Just those final scores for anyone who may have missed them. So the Eastern won handsomely in the end over Northern. Main beat Fewster 27-19. Shell went down to Gudisinan 18-21. Flay went down to King 15-21. France beat Manning 31-9. And Sharp beat Beckwith 25-15. And of course the Southern, who played the Southwest this morning, they went down. But not too much, but they went down, so they obviously need to win this. And I presume everyone's hoping Southern beat Eastern and Northern beat Southwest and just set up a great finale tomorrow. So in particular, Holt went down 14-18 to Ben Garrett. Williams went down to Simpson 12-20. Oman won his Rink 17-14 over Keep. Davidson went down to Wilkinson 16-27. And McGregor beat Drayton 20-18. So they won 2 Rinks out of the 3. So Rinks didn't get blown away, which is really important in this competition as well.
Yes, you have to stay there or thereabouts, and then hopefully the other results go your way.
Yep.
It would be the perfect setup for tomorrow, wouldn't it?
Would be.
If that is the outcome, but that outcome is out of our control. So we'll just sit, watch, observe, and call the action.
So of course, Mark's Wannenberg sending his bowl down, fresh from a state pairs title. That's got to give you a bit of confidence.
Well, interestingly enough, they're up against Phil Jones, who just a few years before that had achieved that same greatness, winning, and with his good mate Hayden Smith, who represented this zone many a time. One of the better bowlers I've seen. So to have 3 on the same ring, unbelievable. So, yeah, that's just
Yeah.
just oodles of talent we go on display
of
here
course,
this
Warren,
afternoon.
Yeah, Warren himself walking down to the other end. He's got a few titles under his belt. State team last season now, but October. Really deserved it. He's been knocking on the door for so many years and got his opportunity and played really well as well. So I'm sure he's right in the mix again to be representing the state again in October when it comes to Sorrento.
And of course, you're heavily involved in the high performance end of our business, if you like, but in bowls in WA, Peter, and I'm also a keen observer, albeit don't get my hands dirty as such. But I was privileged like yourself to see that, and they all bowled well, and Warren obviously is really comfortable, in that competition with those sort of people around him. He's got the character you need.
Yep.
He's not externally we don't see, he doesn't seem to barely sweat, so he doesn't get overawed by the occasion.
No.
And I watch him. I reckon I've watched him enough times. I've bowled with him in some All Stars games, and here we go. Is he across the head here?
Sliding underneath. So he may, still 2 down.
With the sider.
It's a really good 2.
He doesn't get much of a look, but he does get a look.
No.
So Chris will need to.
So Chris, I saw Chris. He was at the BPL as well. I think before the BPL Cup over in Pine Rivers and played really well there as well. I remember one game he certainly won. He was a major influence on winning that game. He played really well.
He played his first game of midweek pennants for Osborne Park on Thursday, and I played with him. So not overawed. Not that that's competition you need to be overly concerned, but he was well within his comfort zone. He won't show a lot either.
So Warren's still playing some weight here. I think, is he, or is he more on the draw? No, he's still got some weight. Which means you wouldn't think he'll get back.
Won't get back with that.
Just the one.
Just the one to start the proceedings?
Yep, just the one.
So on the board, it's always good to be on the board, although you've got another 20 opportunities to get on the board. So
you do.
So
that'll be 1 to Eastern.
1 to
Eastern on the board.
Eastern on the board. So yellow's on the board.
Yellow's on the board. 1-0.
So I watched Warren and Holty when they won the pairs, or a month ago, I guess. And when you watch, if Holty gets in the zone, he gets in there and he seems to almost chill out.
Yep.
And the bowls look after himself, and he almost goes along to enjoy it after that because he knows he can do whatever he likes.
Great start here.
And this guy was exceptional last year, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see him to repeat the dose of this through the afternoon. Barry works fairly stable on the mat, knows what he's doing, he's picked his line by the looks of this, and it's up to his weight now. Gee.
So another good start. We saw a pretty good 2-litre display the first game, so if you get anywhere near that, then it'll be really good.
Barry's actually a South Australian. He come to Cogent up to work, then married a local girl, and
John, we're talking.
Sorry, John
Flavel. It's all right, listeners. I'll get him.
You'll correct me, and I drank water at lunch too. So he came and hasn't left. So, he's a good pickup for that club and that league and that zone.
So is he just arriving? Might just be just underweighted, but still in the head. Still a really good bowl.
Thereabouts.
Yep. So 4 good leaders bowls there from John and Sean.
Take that however you like about some of the comments. We get feedback. We see Murray Seagate from the Gamelling Club. They've got carpet at Gamelling, so their home ground advantage would be if this had been really quick today. The wind wouldn't have worried Murray so much. So, but he's a good bowler. He's in the zone side. Well deserved selection. I'd suggest, having seen him plenty of times and played with him, well, and against him, is that he probably should have been playing for the third or fourth time.
Yeah.
But sometimes if you go through, picked as a second year league,
Yep.
you don't get the Guernsey. They'll
No,
drop
you get shuffled down. Don't you?
Yeah, so he's probably unlucky not to have had a few of these, but he's good. He'll be well within his comfort zone in this competition. We rate him in Avon as one of the better draw bowlers.
Yep. So he's called it too wide, and that's what looks like it was. So exactly the same.
Yep. So the boy.
So this is Barry.
Yep,
Barry Ashton looking to take off a metre of weight. Barry's from Newdigate.
Formerly Bremer Bay.
Formerly Bremer, as you said, yeah. It's a bit of a change.
Yes. I think he might have been president down at Bremer Bay as well. So he gives to the game, not just on it, off it as well. And Phil Jones, of just one of the nice guys in bowls, isn't he?
He's been around for so long and so consistent.
Just in the area.
Yeah, doesn't play too many bad games from what I've seen.
No. He's still looking. Holty, you never know because Holty gives you nothing.
They made some contact. I suppose he closed the hole. He wasn't far away.
No, as you'd expect, both these thirds, they'll just be in the area all day. Phil's actually colourblind.
Is he?
Yeah, and he fronted up for bowls one year with a set of pink bowls.
Great shot.
And of course, someone said, "Well, what's with the pink bowls?" He said, "I didn't know they were pink." Yes.
So Mark is looking to make some contact, and he's not far away. It's the jack moving is the question. Did a little bit, but not enough. Not enough for Eastern anyway, so it looks like Southern. You'd think they were taking the shot there.
So what will that look like from the mat? You know, we can see part of it on screen, and then from our angle, haven't quite got it.
They haven't got a lot behind Eastern. They got the orange one that's behind, but everything else behind is Southern. So he can't be playing too much weight. Matty France missing a drive on the end next to us.
Didn't take long to get to the other end, Pete.
No, a lot of had a few bounces.
Yeah.
He's speedy and usually quite accurate, but does get him away a little bit. So doesn't want too much jack movement, and he didn't get much jack movement. Did he get enough? No. Still one to Southern.
He sliced it, but not quite. Didn't get quite the outcome.
Warren can't do much. I'm not sure what. Oh, Mark didn't like that bowl. Got rid of it. So there's not a lot that Warren can do here. But you've got to be a little bit gentle.
Very good. So, albeit not second shot, it's...
Yeah, and so Chris is he's obviously... He can't let the jack get out the back. That's his main... So he's got to really get his weight right here, just to give it a bit of a tap, so nothing moves too much.
More weight than I would have thought.
Yeah, it's a big tap here. Who knows? he gets it clean.
Oh, through the gap, gave it a chance.
He did. He gave it a chance, all
Will he
right.
play it?
I wouldn't have thought so. Practice. He's called a practice draw. As long as he's not practicing being narrow.
So we want a practice draw shot with good weight, but wrong grass. So not one to waste an opportunity.
Ooh, he is getting quite close to it.
Oh, and he's made 2.
No,
No.
Hands on head. No, hanging on. So 1 to Southern. No, no damage. So it's 1-1 after 2. Just quickly while we're changing over, the other rinks, right next to them on 8-2 is Matthew France versus Jono Davidson. He's from Albany. Jeff Main, who we saw earlier, is up against Callum Williams, and Callum's from Esperance, so he's the one who's... I have to ask him how he actually got here, whether he drove 2 days ago to get here. Ashley Sharp's playing Kevin McGregor from Middleton Beach, and Peter Flo's playing Tim O'Man from Borden. So that's from A2 through to A5.
And no Matty Mitchell this year.
No, not Matty Mitchell or John Sharp. I don't know the circumstances of that, whether they're unavailable. I'm assuming they're unavailable. The talent that they are, that's for sure.
Yeah, they're two of the best, perhaps,
definitely.
going around.
No
Both
doubt.
state reps.
No doubt at all.
Long list of achievements. So they'll be to be missed in this competition because they obviously they're stars in amongst this group even. Saving themselves for Country Week.
Well, they're almost certain to be in the mix somewhere for something.
Yes, they'll be at
Almost
the pointy end. I'm sure Friday they will leave free. So
Really good start here from John. Very good start.
that's
Can't do much
brilliant,
better than that.
brilliant leading.
He could have slipped around behind it. He could have done a little bit better than that.
Yes.
But who are we to complain?
Now, as skipper would be, well, at least the second knows what his role is from here on.
Yes.
Sean skips obviously at Westonia. Oh well, I shouldn't say obviously, but you'll find, as we know, a lot of these guys.
He's in the area. Is he going to get down?
Well, it's going to be
Not quite. Just a bit too much
fair
weight.
effort.
There's his skippering hat on.
They played skipper's weight. So but it's still in the game. It's behind, and we know that they're going to reach. We know the Jack will shift at some stage. Still in the game there.
Good home.
Yeah. Yep.
Good home.
And Holty acknowledges
Barry.
the fact that it's where it is a good catcher. And this Murray also skips at Gamali. This will certainly not be outside of his capacity to make a difference here and just change the shape.
It's on a wide line by the look of that.
But
It's extremely useful. Very good.
there'll be a few outside that.
The wind has dropped considerably, so there's probably not a lot of difference between the two drawing lines, I wouldn't have thought, on each hand. It is on the cool side, which is nice.
Yeah,
It's not a hot breeze like yesterday. It's just,
just
wafting through.
I think, did it get to 43 here yesterday?
Oh, I don't know if it did, but
42? It was
it felt like it.
It was hot. Really hot.
Yeah, but
Really persistent easterly. So Murray, again, he's got jack high weight.
Yep.
There's still a...
certainly in his rights just to add that 2 feet
Yes.
on a tighter line. He's certainly got the tighter line. Has he got the 2 feet? He did, just slipping underneath, so not a lot wrong with that.
So Mark Wannenberg steps to the plate. Really deliberate in his action. Just come off winning his 5th singles title at Darkin in a row, he tells me.
Okay. Yep.
So the pair. So he's had a great month.
Very good month. Very good 6 weeks. Slide.
And that makes that's a fair target.
Yeah, it's not getting any smaller. Something needs to change. Phil will be hoping he's the one to change it, but
it's controlled weight.
yeah, how much weight he's got, because his line's pretty good. If he's very close to this. Only close.
Great effort.
Great shot.
And a great place to park up, albeit 3 down. Well,
yes.
2 and a look.
Deserve better.
So that forces Wannenberg onto the other hand to cover that last ball of Phil Jones's.
Yeah, because I've got 2 or 3 back there now. So, I'm not sure he's got the run in this one.
No, he's got a couple of shortcomings with that ball. Wasn't quite where he wanted it.
Well, yeah, same bowl nearly. Well, I don't think he's quite as wide as he was. So just
it was really
slide under.
Yeah. You want to be 2 feet through with that weight, but so be it. You can't change that. So that puts the pressure back onto the shoulders of Chris Shell. But of course, he won't be the first one to the mat.
No, Warren will be looking to. He'll probably be looking to change something more so than cover.
Yeah, I mean the target's wide, for Chris. Whatever he takes out will be a help. Preferably the jack. He's got the catches waiting there. Holty's going to cover to that orange. Does sweep through that bowl very well, doesn't he? His action is, you've seen it 100 times. And
so he's on the tighter side, so he's going to slide underneath. Perfect weight. He's trying to draw another one.
So Chris Shell.
Might be a chance if Chris gets the back edge of the shot bowl. Jack might go towards Warren's.
2 goes at it. We'd like to do it with his first one.
Yeah, he's looking for that jack. Jack 2 feet is his ideal. Oh.
It's a good look, as they say.
Very good look. You'd think Warren's got a cover now. He's got a.
He has to.
Yep.
There's numbers at the back. It's one.
There's plenty of them.
Yeah, well, it's potentially four at the back if he got hold of it. He has to hold that weight too to get the journey.
Yes.
So,
Definitely.
Chris is betwixt and between, drawing second shot versus converting it to a 4, maybe 5.
Yeah, he's just going to try and lob in the middle of them because he can't cover them all.
No, it hasn't gone unnoticed, obviously. The exact spot to end up is unknown, but he knows the area. I'll be very surprised if he doesn't nestle onto, the second backer bowl there.
You'd expect the optimal damage is the jack is just going nearly straight down the line.
Yes.
It's the optimal damage. So he's really got to get down.
Who knows?
Don't know.
I don't think it'll get to there. No. The orange blocks
I think.
But who knows? You still had the weight was right. Just perhaps a bit tighter would have been. Who knows? He misses and then he should have drawn another one. We don't know.
Yeah. So if you're looking at jack right in the middle, will get it down the line for a nice number this early in the.
So he's gone with it. I don't think he's happy.
No, he looks high.
He may get out.
He's trying to get back. That's a great effort. That's a great effort. He always looked just that slightly high. A great effort. Two great efforts.
4? I'd be thinking 4.
2 or 3, I think it was. I don't think it was 4. Was it 4? No, it was 4. There you go.
Unlike me to be right, Pete.
No.
No.
That's amazing.
So you better circle that for us.
So 4 to Southern makes it 5-1.
So before we have a little chat about CBH before long and their generosity for us to get this live stream and spread around the state all over. It's a massive area that we cover, from the guys out in as far north as Exmouth and a few smaller clubs north of there that get involved, and then east to Kalgoorlie, Leonora have come on board. They're an affiliated club, and that's just so they can play Country Week.
Yep.
I'm actually going out there in early April. They've got an event out there, so haven't been there obviously. So why not?
Why not? Yeah.
Part of my job, I guess, is
lucky you.
Yeah. Out there, and so it was a massive state, Albany, Esperance. So for us to be given this opportunity to get this out to those areas is just fantastic, and it's through the generosity of CBH and
very much
coming on board. Very much appreciated
by us and obviously every country bowler.
And Pete, just on the singles, we come off the back of the state singles on Sunday, and the numbers that we got live streaming that were unbelievable.
Yeah, they were very good in the live streaming, and then as the replay goes onto YouTube a few days later, the numbers on that are very good as well. So if you missed it or you want to watch it again, numbers were really good, really positive.
And the same applies for this, Peter, as it'll still be there for you to watch.
Yeah, during the week. I think you can go to Streamer as well, but we also put it on our YouTube page. So you'll be able to go there and watch that video and watch all the other videos. We've got a fair few videos on the YouTube page now, the Bowls WA YouTube. So just search for Bowls WA when you go to YouTube and subscribe, and then you'll get told when we have different videos going. We've got the BPL stuff there with Christina Christic and Cody Packer. There's a few of those there, and starting to get a little bit of a library going.
There's a few good podcasts too, they tell me.
There's a podcast there.
Any good ones?
First one was really good. Not sure about the second.
Yeah, I've heard.
The subject matter was a little
different.
No, of course yourself.
It's good fun.
Yeah,
good
so
fun.
we've got a few in the done already. We've got a few coming up. We'll get Cody Packer's going to be on, and Kelly Ray's coming up. She's got a really good story.
About Clive,
We've
will
got Clive.
We that game
yes.
to give him a gig?
Yes. No, we'll squeeze Clive in there.
Somewhere, righto.
We'll squeeze. We won't talk about his commentary. We'll actually delve down into more his bowl side, his personal side, and that's what the podcasts are about. It's really just conversations and learning about people, more of what they've done, of course. But we've certainly got a few country people penciled in, but we just obviously need to get them into the office, so that'll be the hold up with the country people. So don't worry out there if there's a few metro people coming up. They're just easier to get into the office, but we've certainly got some country people coming in and penciled in. It's just going to take us a little while to get them in front of the camera.
Actually, I talking of country people, I did get a text a minute ago from John Curry from Narrabeen.
Yep.
Who just happens to be on holidays.
Great family of bowls, Currys.
Yeah, that's right. There's three generations of champions so far. And a great bowl. Oh,
great.
Murray.
Not quite.
Unlucky. So I reckon, in my time in the Eastern Zone and interleague round robins, I'd rate him as the best bowler I've seen in my time come out of that Eastern League, that Southeastern bowling league as they are.
Yep.
He's just a cracker.
He is.
You had to put the jack in your pocket to keep him away from it. He very good, very good. And Mick's no slouch either. He's playing, whereabouts is he? Down on a couple of rinks down. I spoke to him at lunchtime. There he is over there. Had brekkie with him this morning, actually. So he goes around all right, but Of
course,
John
Chucky, they're both Chucky. Brian before him.
Yes, yeah.
70s, they've really...
Yep.
He's got a few titles under his belt.
Yep.
Really feared player.
Yep. They've all very talented, so... No, John, and they're gentlemen to go with it. The first bloke that you want to have a chat with after the game, usually after he's beaten you, but unfortunately,
if John's listening, we just got to maybe tone it down a little bit.
This technology would be beyond him, probably. No, only joking.
He would have gone to sleep by now, afternoon nap.
Yeah, I've got it worked it into the nap time, so. Yeah. But it's good. There's just some real characters you've met over the journey, and he's just one of them. There's Phil Jones on the mat. Only one light.
He's trying to, he's got the weight to turn the jack, but he's just going to slide
inside rub.
So
good home.
Again, got some catches, but
not shot.
Might want a few more bowls in the head as well as the catches as well.
They don't count catches unless you can.
No.
I'm not sure Chris has got a quite. You look on screen. I'm not sure. It's just like whether he sees enough of it.
You would think he's just trying to draw the shot, especially after dropping a 4.
Yes.
You don't want to be dropping another
No.
2 or 3.
No, that's right.
Just to keep things. Like next door, John O'Davis just picked up a Davidson. Davidson picked up a 4.
So race to a 7.
So that's an 11-0 lead.
Wow.
Over Matthew France for the Southern, and next door to them, Callum Williams has jumped Jeff Main as well. He's also leading 7-1. So Southern are right.
Right where they'd like to be.
So I'm just looking at our scoreboard. Is our scoreboard right? Or they put that 4 on the wrong side? Shouldn't it be 5-1 to Southern? Yeah, so they put it wrong.
Yes.
Yeah, good. Okay. Not seeing things. Not. They've just got the scoreboard behind their rink. They gave the 4 to the Eastern boys, not the Southern boys. So
wrong at this stage, but they'll correct.
We're comfortable that it's 5-1 to Southern, not
Yes.
5-1 to Eastern. So Warren trying to
inside rub. And he would have nominated that, you know.
Yeah.
You just get the rub or inside it, and you've got it. So difficult. Chris won't look pretty from the mat.
No, so it's not sure how many it is. No one's giving much away. Might be 2. Don't think it's any more than 2. I think this is just going to slide through the hole from Chris. So taking 1 out.
So they're measuring for that second one. So Phil Jones said he'd like...
Yeah, he's not giving it away.
No, he'd like, get on your knees and measure it if you like it, young fella. So Mark Wannenberg tape out. Guys just don't tend to chock anything. Not that they're both sitting flat, so they don't need to.
No, it's a rare person that carries chocks in their pocket. But I think it's quite comfortably 2.
2, yeah.
Yep, 2 shots. So that should be 7-1 to Southern, we believe. 7-1 to Blue.
So
So started to lead well. Can they go again? John's been pretty good so far. And just slides through. You'd be happy with that.
In the game, isn't it? You know.
Yep.
Metre behind. And as much as we haven't seen the jack get belted left, right, and centre. That's a great reply, from Sean Crees. Young.
Yep, they've had a good battle in the only 3 ends played, but they're both playing pretty well, as they did last game. The leads were I think, the most consistent of all of them.
I think so.
As the game went on.
Yeah, I thought
longer the game went on.
Yeah, and I thought as the other one sort of got on top a little bit, then the scoreboard went with who dominated the mat.
Yep.
It's not always the case, you know, but that's just how it follows.
That's just how it turned out. If the leader was on, then that team tended to score.
Yeah.
So Sean again, not that far away, just going to go under the head, but pretty good.
So just winding back onto that state pairs, I listened to Warren Holt giving instructions to his second. Yeah, look, they won it, and then the cup has gone on the tour, Peter, which I don't know if you've followed it.
Well, I haven't. I've seen a couple of photos, but I haven't followed it.
I mean, I followed, obviously, because I'm good mates with them both, but and then a few other reasons. But, you know, so it's been to the Pinjarra races, and it's been into the sheep yards at Darkin, and it's been to Wagen, to the Big Ram, and it's been to, I think it went to Katanning to their interleague round robin. Well, I don't think I saw the photos.
Yeah.
and they're just the photos we've seen. I'm sure it's been elsewhere.
It's here today, isn't it?
And we've bought it. They've
I think
bought
I've seen it.
They've bought it
Seen it
today.
here today.
And the story behind it is, it's not from these guys to say, look at us, look what we did. The story behind it is to the country guys is playing more state events because, you know, you've got Phil Jones here as well, who's won it. And a lot of guys, you've got the ability to do it, and if you enter, who knows, dreams come true. So it's about that. It's not about what we did or what they did. It's about what everyone here can do if they enter some more state events.
No reason at all.
No reason. They've proven it. So, great story. Got they attached a funny name to it, but we won't go there. But it's good. So they brought it along today, and it's on display. Everyone to touch as they walk past.
Not for public broadcasting. Okay, so they're probably still holding the couple, but I'm sure they'd probably like a closer one.
Just the man to deliver is Murray Seggett. He's looking, so he'd be thinking he's got the line. Shelley's now just getting into the skipper's favourite position of it's coming home.
Very good shot there from Murray. Yep.
And that's
the shot.
One, the shot. So is Mark interested here? He's looking.
It's hard to tell sometimes. And Warren gets interested in most things halfway down. Well, it's made a difference.
Made a difference.
Not sure what difference, but it's made a difference.
It's made a difference, yes. Change the shape of the head.
Yeah. Yeah.
The shot bowl's now further away than what it was.
I think they're still 1 or 2 down, but...
So that's a fair call from Chris Shell. So Phil Jones will swing onto the forehand, sit there, bowl flat. Can even afford to turn it over twice.
Yep. Moving the jack underneath won't be too bad, because I think that's what he's going to do. So it's a better 2. If they were only 2 before, it's a much better 2.
Absolutely. It's not an overly... That shoulder bowl's a bit of a problem you could rub off, but...
Yep.
So
Warren is calling for some weight through there.
So the call is, as Peter says, 2/3 and the back bowl. Your weight, your hand.
Yeah, so Mark's going forehand. He's down the line. Is he getting back? It looks like he is from here, but how much? Just got the 1.
Did you really take your role seriously? I don't know, I've never done it before.
Switch on second shot, do you think, from looking on the screen and looking...
Which one is second?
So he's going to play that same hand, same type of
I think the jack high, Mark's first bowl was probably the second shot. So
I agree.
So if he's still through that blue bowl, around it or under it, little wedge wouldn't hurt him. If he slides under there, falls down.
No, refuses to fall.
Nothing.
Not bad weight.
Very good weight.
I don't know whether you got me over there, but if we wait for the end of this end, and then I'll give you an update.
Okay. So we've got Phil on the roving mic, which is very dangerous.
Very dangerous. Hopefully he doesn't rove through a bottle shop or to the bar or anywhere untoward.
Yeah. No, he's got to keep out of trouble. But he's standing over there in the sun, and he's going to bring us some scores.
I'm going in the shade. You're cutting in and out, so hopefully you can get... But things are pretty interesting over here. I think the 2 teams that we want, we don't want to win, but make the competition interesting, are in front early. So I'll give you a report in a minute.
Remembering that he is Northern, so he definitely wants that team to win.
Yeah, well, I'll go over and give you confirmation of whether the scores are right or wrong later on, but I'm sure they'll be correct. So I played in one of these all-star games, the next one after this, and I played on a rink one evening at Aussie Park, as you do, against a pretty good, a really good state rink actually, and we had a guy called Paul Garbellini from Mount Barker on the mat. Oh, this is a good bowl.
It's a good shot here. Where's it going? It's going straight with him.
Monster.
Great shot.
Made 2.
Yeah, certainly.
As Chris Shell wanders down, going whether to have a look or just throttle.
I think he'll get about halfway. Really? He's just getting, he's going to carry on.
The news doesn't get any better the closer you
No,
get, I can
no,
assure
exactly.
him.
So he didn't get much fast halfway. He's
No,
back.
he knows his job.
He's just got a similar bowl to what Warren played really. Sitting the bowl, grabbing the jack, getting a little bit of movement.
Just reach through. You can use. There's a few shoulders you can rub and use on the way through.
Definitely.
He's been finding all the gates, all the holes just at the moment. That doesn't happen all game, but.
He needs to run that line pretty heavy if he's going to. Probably not the weight. He probably needs a bit more.
Southern own the back, that backers bowl.
Yeah, they do.
So, that sort of would probably weigh, as you always saw, the ownership of that area is always good to have. And it's probably weighing on the mind of Chris that he stopped him from going big.
Yep.
But I'd suggest if you hit it, you'd kill, but.
Yeah, and even then, it's still only 1 down compared to 2.
Yeah.
Look, if you could see half of that second shot, that yellow, the Mark Wannenberg bowl, if he could get a bit of that,
yes.
he'll get the shot bowl clean.
Yeah,
They'll get them both
You'll
clean.
get them both. Yeah, absolutely.
And make a few.
Yeah.
If he can see half bowl, is the question.
It's just the weight. So, Holty, under instructions from his third, Mark Wannenberg, is going to draw this. His call is not to fear Shelley getting hold of it, and he has.
So if he drops off that, again,
Mate.
I think he's going to go a fair bit more weight this time. Gets the kill. Actually, one might lock in there now.
Wow.
Okay. Yep, no problems.
The beauty of this game, we don't all see the head the same.
No, that works.
That's
There's
works.
no doubt that works from the limited angle that we have.
Less luck. With the other hand, you can get a few rubs if you can get off that shoulder.
Certainly now that Warren's put his other one there, there may be a bowl that will lock in there now that wouldn't have locked before.
Yes.
So he could certainly probably get more weight to that orange bowl if that's what he wanted.
Having played a fair bit with and against Chris, the big weighted shot is not his go-to.
Yep.
I just see him time and time again. His go-to is to draw his way out of trouble. This time he has to dig a bit deeper in his bag of tricks, and I think this is going to require some Matty France type weight.
He clearly doesn't like weight, otherwise he'd be down there playing it.
That's right. They would
He
be
would
on
have played it by now, so he's
halfway
clearly
through next
trying
set.
to find another option.
Yeah.
Whether he can or not is the question.
Yeah. Yes. When your home ground is a carpet where the jack moves easily and doesn't need the weight to do it, that's you hone your skills on your home ground. And so when you get away to something on this, it's a different type of game.
So he has chosen the weight.
Not
Can
massive.
he get contact, and can he get enough contact?
Yes, and
yes and yes. That's worked out perfectly.
we're not allowed to clap, but that's one.
Not sure why it took him so long.
That's why I took him.
Still
so
had
long.
it right the whole time.
That's why I'm commentating and not playing, I think. Played that really well.
Certainly 2. He might have even made 3. No, 2 shots. Two to Eastern. So 2 to yellow. That'll make it 3.
2 from here.
7. And we got Phil. We've got to Phil 100 metres away who saw that 2.
Yeah.
But
it's pretty interesting over here. So Southern, who had a Southwest, who had a pretty good win this morning, are down 20-8 at the moment. Wow. So that makes it interesting. And there's some pretty tight games, but a couple of teams that didn't play so well this morning. I'll just wander along. Hope you can still hear me here.
Yes.
Yeah. So Bruce Manning, who was in a bit of trouble this morning, he's winning 6-4. Steve Beckworth, who didn't go so well this morning as well, he's winning 7-6. So that's a good turnaround for those two boys. Shane, courtesy Nan, he's 8-4 in front, going pretty easy, and of course Evergreen. It's Steve Fuster, our TV Rink this morning, who struggled for a while. fork back. He's actually 8 zip in front, so that's pretty handy. And the other rink, I can't quite see it, but it's pretty tight. So the Northern boys have got the jump, so it's made it fairly interesting. I'll just give you Gary Keeps playing. Let me have a look. I can't see. Oh, they're 2-1 Northern in front, 2-1 Kingy. That is Kingy's game, sorry. He's one in front. So, really interesting, guys.
Did you have a few words of advice for Bruce after the first game, did you, Phil?
Oh, yeah, that was easy. Yeah, just need to get him a bit closer.
Righto.
Think so. You can go back to the shade.
Another masterclass.
Cheers.
Yeah. Thank you. That's good. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
so
another.
hopefully you heard all that well.
It adds a bit. It adds a bit to the commentary. You know, when you can only, we're only doing the one rink,
Yeah.
and hopefully in the future we'll be able to do two. But look, it just adds knowing what's going on live on the other ones is a good
Yeah,
thing.
definitely.
So once again, the leads have done half their job.
Yeah, got hooked out there. John Flavel just got hooked out wide. He had a change of hands. I think it's probably the first time he's been on that hand.
Yeah.
Certainly hasn't got quite the turn as this hand with the little bit of breeze we have. So another 3 next door to John O'Davidson.
Well, he's enjoying it.
Yeah, 14-2 now. He's up over Matthew France. Matthew France, I think he won 31-9 this morning, so
Yeah.
14-2 down.
He's getting to feel the other side of
Yeah.
the fence, what it feels like when they're on top of you.
I suppose if you're going to get down
Mm.
by a lot, you might as well do it early, give you a chance to get back. So
Yeah.
we'll see how that goes.
And Matty only plays the game at one speed, doesn't he?
Yep.
He won't stop and say and just play the
No.
conservative. He'll still go for everything that's there, and that's why he's so good to watch, and that's
Yep.
why he's been so successful, and might be why he wins 3 singles on the trot.
Yeah, no, he only wins 2.
And he wins 2, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Script's written.
I think I've got him.
You got him. You never know. Interesting action that Barry has, isn't it?
Yeah.
And bowls well with that. It's not a criticism.
Yeah.
It's just. Be happy with that, and that's
Good.
that. When you've got the back end of Wannenberg and Holt, you owning that back is so
Yep.
important. They play it really well. So does obviously Phil
so
does as well.
obviously,
But
Phil's got an interesting grip of his own.
yes,
With the more on the side than straight up and down. More not very conventional, but
very effective.
very effective. Gets a few to wobble, but as long as they wobble the same and they wobble on line, it's all good.
Well, that one would have been best if it wobbled a bit
Yeah,
wider.
well, it needed an inward wobble.
So Mark Wannenberg onto the backhand here. He's got a good look, clear run.
Yeah, he jumped straight on the mat. He knew what he wanted to do. He wasn't giving Warren any chance to say, don't do it.
They don't have to over-communicate, these two, because they've played together so much.
And done it very well. So
And
it's
Park's up, good spot.
that'll be 2.
So we go back, so we play this pairs, and I'm playing 2. Holty's 3, not a bad 3. And Mark Wannenberg's he's skipping. Anyway, we go through, we win the game. So, and ever since then, we've had this crazy bond where every time we catch up, we go back. And for me, I remember I played second, so I should sort of know, is we won the game by 1 shot, but we're out to about 5 now.
Great shot by Phil.
Great shot by Phil. And every time we catch up, we win by more. So it'll be, I can't see them scoring in another 10 years, but it's good to have those memories,
Yes,
isn't
you
it?
do. You do. Things stand out to you
Yeah.
for any number of reasons.
So it's always a great catch up. And
Yes.
Mark grunted on that one. I don't think he likes it.
No, he's pushed it. I would assume he's pushed it wide.
And don't slice that either. And get to the back. Not out of the game, but not where he wanted it.
No. No.
So we'll send off our intrepid reporter.
Yeah, he's on the move.
We've got him.
That's the most work he's done for years.
Yeah. Loves an audience. Maybe that's what it is.
We don't need to see you, Phil. Phil's just going to go get us some scores from the far rinks of this green, so it's a little bit difficult to see up there.
Yeah, our angle is such where we have to be where we are.
Yeah.
Pedros goes, and so by the time we get to the far rinks. But anyway, we've got our intrepid reporter on the move.
Southern are 37-11 up on the aggregate.
Wow.
So there's not a lot happening up there for the Eastern boys.
Quarter of the way through.
Yeah, 25 ends down. A whole lot of that comes from the Matthew France rink. So Warren is just... Oh, no, Warren.
No, he might not take that, you think?
Yeah. I didn't even see an apology. Can Chris reply? Starting to come now, but can it come quick enough to get under that bowl? Because the weight was pretty good. Just didn't quite get down.
So did you hear that? What's the call? Shift the kitty that far if you like.
Yeah. I think he's just... It's really just confident drawing, isn't it? If he gets the jack 2 feet, then that's great. He's got the bowl waiting, otherwise. As long as he doesn't slice it, he's okay.
He's got the height.
So he's just giving him confidence to play here, and he's certainly got that weight to trial the jack. He just can't quite...
Oh, he's made 2.
Might have made 2. Yep.
Yes.
Shot.
You can confirm 2.
We can confirm 2 shots to Southern, so that'll take them on along to 9. And Eastern will stay on 3.
Bit of luck involved in bowls, isn't there?
Yeah.
Had the good weight and got the good result, but...
Second one was perfect, but the first one was a little bit dubious.
Yeah, but that's bowls.
Righto, well, we've got a break there. Up this end, we've got Flay and O'Meara, and O'Meara's got the jump 9-1, so that's what's helping the Southern boys over the Eastern boys, and the rink next door where we've got Ash Sharp is down against McGregor. Only just slightly 5-3. Helps, and then the rink 3, we've got Jeff Main, who we watched this morning, who had a good win. He's down 7. He's down 9-2. And then the one right next door to you, obviously, Matty France, he's trailing 11-2. So that's made a bit. So the Southern boys have certainly really got the jump here. So that's what's keeping the competition interesting at the moment.
Thank you very much.
Funny game, bowls.
Yeah, I was going to say, Southern had to change greens. It hasn't affected them whatsoever, so it's all in the mind sometimes.
So once again, we've seen the leads strut their stuff, and
yep.
Young Sean Crees has done the job, dropped it within a bowl of the jack. A little bit of chalk on it. And he's going to reach.
Yeah, so he's changed hands. Matthew France driving again on the rink next door.
Yeah, it's a fair set.
Yeah.
He would like to have been behind, I'm sure.
A couple of feet would have been useful. So Barry Aston hasn't had to step up to the plate under pressure too much, but yeah,
not bad.
Not too bad. He's probably second shot, so only 1 down.
So Murray Seagate His brother actually bowls. His brother Ian bowls in Meckering.
Yes, yep. No, I've played against Ian a few times. Just hanging out a little bit wide. That little bit breeze is not letting it come. So can Barry add, I think, what, 2 feet on his last?
And change the shape of that head.
Yeah.
Just needs to sit shot bowl.
Yeah, just needs to give a bit of a shelf there somewhere. He's only got to get down now. He's very close to this. This is a great shot.
And Warren's
Good second.
suitably impressed with that too.
And there's the breeze, as you can see it. It's just ruffling up again. Died down, it comes, it dies down again. But it's pretty well across the green. Maybe slightly going the way they're bowling now. But it's cool, which is all I'm worried about.
Yes. So it'll look all right from the mat for Wannenberg. You know, he'll see that, like you say, see that shelf he can slide off.
He can just get one turn out of that yellow just to get it off the line of the jack. He might get more than one turn. He's got a big turn on it here. And it has...
I'm not sure I agree. I think perhaps...
No one was... Warren was going to signal one and then he changed his mind, so...
From where we sit, you suggest it's a measure, so that's why no one's really committed. But Phil's will get a good look at it. He'll get the breeze will help him swoop in. And looks to me like he's played it beautifully.
Very well.
Yeah. Bread and butter for the Phil Jones. Wow.
Yeah.
Is that how you see it?
No, well, that's not probably what I would have called, no.
Or
I
maybe
think Mark's
has taken over
he's
here.
destroying.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's
I think that's
overridden the skip, you think?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Warren was getting a bit inventive and Mark was having nothing of it. It will be interesting to see if he goes down the other end and
yes.
which shot he plays now.
He might have been saving that hand for himself, please.
Can Phil add to it? Make it a little bit more difficult. He has tightened his line considerably.
Oh, he'll be disappointed with that because you just with that scoreline, everyone counts.
Yeah, might have just taken. He might have forced Warren onto that other hand anyway. Yeah, he's signalling that way.
Yeah, I would have lifted hope for him. I think it's a tougher shot.
I think he's seen the error of his ways. Yes. Yeah, so he's more than capable of drawing this shot. 2 shots at it, you'd back him.
He'll walk back there, undaunted, unfazed. Scoreboard's in your favour. You know, it's openish, you know, and he's got something to rest. So it's, just well within, this is in his repertoire of shots. This is, easy's not the word, but more than capable.
So he's following. He's on the tight side, so he's going to need some luck.
So we spoke about the state side earlier on, Pete, and you're the, fully embedded in the high performance side of bowls in WA. So the state team traditionally announced around now, the squad. Sorry.
Yeah, pretty close. Obviously, there's been a bit of a change when the side series now in October, so it's a long. I would expect there to be a state squad in the very near future.
What, 2 weeks? Month?
No? I'm not going to get a date out of me.
No.
Because I don't know.
I mean, there's more than you involved, I know, but...
Yeah. I think we'd like a squad sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
Put it that way. Here's a really good shot from Chris.
And we haven't spoken about that unless yourself and Phil did, but, there's all the side series and... under 18s and the para squads and over 60s and then the nationals afterwards is from the 6th to the 20th of October this year. Sorrento, Joondalup and Warwick.
Yeah, definitely. So it's a great coup that was announced. Well, it was probably announced, 6 weeks ago now, and then the clubs a couple of weeks ago. He's very close, isn't he? 2 shots at this, and maybe not quite.
So
got one,
still
full
got it, mate.
sets.
Yep, still got it, mate.
Yeah,
Says
so-
one. So
Yeah, so it's a really good opportunity in October for the players to get a home final, home series. It doesn't happen very often anymore.
yeah, no,
So,
that's right.
and
Look,
for people to actually see the really good players hanging around, the Shirts and
Benny
Alan
Twist
Ryans
and-
of the world.
oh.
So Ben Twist, they'll all be here. So really good opportunity.
And yeah, no, absolutely. So, did you play any of your side series at home? Ooh.
No, it's one.
Did you
One
play
to Northern.
any at home?
Yeah, we won the side series in '94 at Yukon.
Yeah.
That was in '94, so we won that one. And then I played in the washed out one not washed out, but heavily rained at Osborne Park.
Yes.
Whenever that was in the 2000s.
Yeah.
And what was the last one? I was coach of the last one at Yukon.
Yeah, that rained and
It
rained.
rained and rained again. So
It'll be good, the travelling. I mean, there's ups and downs. But for
There
us, because we know it's not going to be shared around going forward, and we've got it in this year, 23, and then again in 26.
Yep, that's the plan.
It's the plan, and hopefully that's how it pans out. It's just an opportunity to just get there and have a look, like we say.
And who knows? We certainly hope a Warren is there. There's no reason why he won't be, that's for sure. He's done nothing wrong. So, but selectors are fickle people. But there's opportunities. And there's a really good group, actually, certainly in the boys, there's a really good youngish group coming through who are putting some good pressure on those older ones who have been there for a while. So they played really well in October. So did the girls. I think they were both playing really for second spot going into the last game. So there's high hopes. There's high hopes for the men and boys.
Yeah, I mean, I was there obviously with my role. I was really impressed with the way they never at any stage did they give in, even when they were down. They could only see how they got back into them from some tough positions. There seems to be a culture in amongst it that stay tight and believe and see what happens.
Definitely.
And keeping that trajectory in the right direction is really important. So
it is.
Yeah, they take ownership. That's like things are different now. The coaching's, lots of different aspects to it, but they take ownership of where they are.
There's a little bit of a leadership group going on, and even the younger ones taking responsibility for their own performances, and they're not afraid to have input.
Yeah.
But there's a really good culture at the moment of the players that are there.
Yeah.
A great team will beat a team of great individuals, as in all sports. That doesn't change.
They're not into excuses, and I had a good chat
not.
to Shane not after the singles after he got beaten in a classic game against Cody, and we had the yakkers. We were watching the final, and we rolled out, and about say New South Wales has 700 plus clubs, and we have 203. And it's not, they've got a lot more money and a lot more professionalism as far as that goes. But they don't see that. They see that not to be used as an excuse.
No.
Because we've only, it's 12 against 12, and that's all there is to it. And that's what you focus on. It makes of zero relevance when, like, as Murray's on the mat now, you just got to do your job.
Yeah.
You do it better than them, well, then the scoreboard will look after you.
Yeah, it's the same here. There's blokes from small clubs, there's blokes from big clubs, but on this green they're all equal.
Yes. And I think he's
got a
played
good
this
shot here.
reasonably well.
Slide through, but still a good shot.
It's a perfect seconds weight, isn't it? That to the jack, through the jack. You trail it, you pick it up, it's good. If you miss it, you sit well. I expected to see quite a few bowls parked up short on this green this morning, but they adapted to the weight of it really well.
So Phil's on the backhand. We're just having a change. Doug is out. Phil Manning is back. And Mark Wannenberg's also on that backhand. Just getting cooked a bit wide.
What a beautiful afternoon for playing bowls, Pete.
It is.
It's about perfect.
Yes.
Gee.
It's not bad just sitting here watching either.
Oh, it's fantastic. Yeah, I know. I'm not really a good bowls watcher, but
No.
I'm enjoying it.
Phil, great shot on Phil.
Yep.
Pulls Jack forward. Well, that makes 2.
Easy to.
Wasn't 2 before. 2 certainly now.
Yep.
So Mark's a bit tighter this time. He's got to just. He's not going to quite get the anchor out enough. Skims on past. So it's interesting that Southern jumped Eastern.
Sure, jumped
So
them all
when
right.
you're coming on a new green, although it might be very similar, it's still a new green to them. But
Yeah, it's amazing. And the
Matty
same.
France rink. Matty France won 31-9 this morning, down 2-14.
Yeah. And I don't
It's a
know
really
whether
good
he's
job.
played a draw shot yet. Oh, he's played a lot of drives. and
Yes.
I don't think he's hit one. Or he might have hit him, but he hasn't got a result.
Yeah,
I
he
should
killed
say.
the last one.
Oh, he killed that one, did he? I missed that.
Killed
yeah.
the last one. But he's
Yeah, it's pretty. And the Northern boys have jumped
them as
the
well,
guns
so
over there too, which is
bit of
really
view.
good. Yeah.
the old visitor coming by.
Yep.
Colin O'Brien.
Colin O'Brien. Yeah. Yep.
Stars of country bowls.
He's my vintage.
Yes. Yes. Great player from, well, Wagen. Wagen boy here and a
originally,
Wagen,
yeah. Yep.
Wagen Colin walking around. So
I only knew him as Wagen. Yeah.
really good to see him.
Yeah, it's great. Nice fella.
You get
He got
that's
a young,
half of what these events are. Seeing people you haven't seen for a while.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you come from so many different corners.
What about Scotty? I think Scott O'Brien plays Manning. He's pretty handy.
Yeah, he's
a
playing at Manning.
grandson or nephew.
Is he? No,
or
I didn't
something.
know that.
Yeah, he is
Okay.
definitely. Yeah. Great ball,
Oh,
Mike.
really good shot.
Good try. Just got a
Great
little rub
shot.
off. Got a little rub off that front one. Otherwise, he might have sat it clean. Great shot. Mightn't be his grandson. Might be his nephew or something. I know. They're definitely because
Definitely relation there.
when he was just coming on board, he was still playing in the country, Mandurah somewhere.
Yep.
Colin
Yes.
mentioned him to me. Said he had this young fella that he was related to.
Great shot there by Chris.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yes. So, well,
Don't doubt the game will change here. The aggregate will change, and
Yes.
it could be about to happen. But there's a fair gap at the moment.
16:43 to Southern at the
yeah,
moment.
yeah. As
But,
long as our board man's right.
Yeah, I think he got into gear second
Yeah.
half of the game this morning.
Yeah.
If Chris can hold on to this, that'll bring them up to 6-9, so they'll be back in the game.
Yes.
They can hang on to these two.
Mm. Tell you what, mate, we're gonna be on overtime tonight on this rink.
Yeah, they do like a chat, these two.
No, they are. They're taking their time. Yeah, Warren's got pretty good preparation. He doesn't rush it.
No. So he's decided to be just over the draw by the look of it.
Yep.
Hasn't got a lot of weight.
Hard shot, 'cause he's got to get around the front.
Yeah.
Gee, he's played a good shot, hasn't he?
He's not far away, but
Oh, yeah.
it's not going to.
Yeah.
So that'll be 2 to the Eastern. 2 brings them on to 6. Southern will stick to 9. So 9-6. Holt over Shell.
It's a bit of a shame we can't see those other boards.
Yeah, you can see it obviously a little bit,
Little
but
bit of it, yeah.
just little small numbers. So I think it's 210 on the far board.
Yeah, good boy. And I reckon it's a. Is that a 5 or a 6 for Eastern?
It might be a
7.
6-7 or something
6,
like
7,
that.
5,
It's definitely
6.
a
It's
7.
pretty
for
close.
Southern.
I reckon there's probably only a shot or two in that.
Yeah.
In that game between
Kevin McGregor's
Sharpie.
definitely 7.
Yeah, and
Sharpie just got
Sharpie.
the jack, but it hasn't gone well.
No,
I
because all
see
blue
and I don't
balls
see yellow.
Can't see a yellow anywhere.
So I think it might be 6-7 over there. And now it might only be 1, or maybe 2.
Oh, look, yeah, it could be 2. Dunno. He nearly kicked it out, but then he decided he's going to get his teammates to have a look.
Morris's eyes, Morris Kamiri's eyes, they've never been very good.
Oh, this Murray, yeah.
Yeah, 2 it is.
2.
So he was right the first time.
Yeah.
So I think that'll be 6-9 to McGregor. 210 on the far rink, which is Timo Mann over Peter Flay.
Yep, that's 8, 9, 10 shots, isn't it?
Yeah, 9.
Can you see
Callum Williams leading 9-4 over Jeff Main. Of course, the rink next to us, John O'Davidson over Matthew France, 14-2. Although I think there's an end to go on that.
I think Matthew might be holding shot here, but for a change, which he'll be happy with. Yep, no.
So the lead bowls here on this rink around it without being close.
Yep.
Oh, there's the Matty France rink about to be changed. Matthew's going to get something on the board, which should be happy with.
Yep, that's good. Doug will be happy.
3-14, so not a lot.
No,
It's
not
not
a lot.
but it's better than
shot.
nothing.
Yeah, that's right. It was a killed end last end.
So Murray Seagate looking to put something a bit closer. It's about 3 foot all around by the look of it. 2.5 feet maybe.
Similar distance, I reckon.
That is probably shot, but
Yep, similar to the rest of them.
yep, 1 shot down, 1 calls. So Barry Ashton. Which is pretty close here, isn't he?
Yeah,
The angle is coming on is very
it's
good.
pretty good, yep. I reckon it would have to be
So
shot.
that is definitely the shot.
Yep.
Jack is on the tee. The mat is up a bit, but so the length is similar to what they've been playing. It's just positioned differently. So Murray Seagate wasn't far away with his first. And now he's got a Jack high bowl to look at.
Looks
like he's cut the
like
line.
It could be a bit tight here, yeah.
And may have given him another one. Don't know.
Made it a bit better for Barry. He's got his own coming in.
Yeah, Barry's just got to correct his line here, doesn't he? His weight was perfect.
Yep. He's given it a chance with that weight, I reckon.
Yeah, I think he's... He
No,
might
he's
need a
wider.
bit more breeze that's
He's a
currently available to
He's
him.
he's a bit wider, yeah. He's got perfect weight again, almost. Shelley's in a bit of a quandary. Pretty hard shot around there on the forehand too.
Yeah, that looks...
But it's possible, of course.
Yeah, it looks quite difficult. Okay, so they are calling the forehand. Calling underneath on the forehand with some weight. Looks like he's playing and
Trying to get the right slide,
yeah,
or
he's well under.
he's
so
well under,
that's-
yeah. Yep.
So Mark Wannenberg, we think holding 2. Certainly 1. We think 2. His weight looks good. He'd be looking to slide underneath for 3.
Misses that, it's very good.
That's
yeah.
a great shot.
Yep, that's the shot.
Oh, and there's the northern, southwestern boys.
Fantastic shot.
We can see the aggregate board there, which is perfect.
Oh, yes.
Northern's up 42-21.
Very good.
Which
I'm
is
not
very
Barracan,
nice.
but that's very good, Northern.
No.
It's good for the competition,
No,
these scores at the moment.
exactly,
We
so-
can all come back tomorrow with if this keeps up.
Nice
have
21
something to
shot
play
lead
for.
over there.
Is Doug doing a run over there to get the scores for us? Oh,
Yeah,
I don't know. Is he on there to puff?
Oh, it's just caught on the front there, Phil. So
Yes.
still 3. Yeah, our runner's just gone to sleep at the back here.
Yeah.
He's having a nana nap, making notes. So Mark Wannenberg holding 3.
Yep. Chance to add.
He's just going to slide around.
A
He's
bit
giving
runny
it
or a bit wide, one of them,
giving
or
it
a bit of
a
both.
heave,
Yeah.
hasn't he? That has gone in the ditch just off the picture. There it is. Just went into the ditch. So 3 down, but there is a. Yeah, it looks like a decent shot in there, isn't there? Just
Well, he's got nothing
on
to
this
lose.
backhand.
Yeah.
I know you could get caught on any of them, but there are holes.
No. Doesn't matter when you're 3 down. You just
No,
anything will do.
suppose you could be a bit more and wait, jack in the ditch if you really want to. So what kind of weight? Is it just draw weight, or is he just going to give it a chance? Ooh.
Nothing too big.
No, nothing too big, but he has given it a chance.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
he's
Yep.
quite close to this. If he gets,
He's going to get the wrong side
oh,
of
he's
this.
not
I
going to
think.
get either side.
Yeah, he got the wrong side of that. Just a little touch.
Yeah, wasn't far away.
Asking Warren to block the hole. He's just going to give him another one to sit on if he blocks the hole.
Yeah, can afford to play a bit more weight if he does that.
Yeah. See what he does. He won't be far off. Not usually that far off Warren.
No, angle's good.
Likes the track. He's followed it. You only got to follow the good ones, Warren.
Yes.
Yep.
Through the hole.
Block the hole. He didn't.
Oh, is this?
Oh,
Well.
yes. Made a little bit more of a target, but it'll be looking pretty ordinary for Shelley.
Yeah. You expect him to be reaching up through there, wouldn't you? He hasn't got a lot of options.
Yes, we're on overtime. He's coming down to have a look, Chris.
Aggregate ball's just changing while that's going on.
Oh, good.
So Southern, according to the aggregate board, are 31 shots up. 52-21
That's huge.
after 34 ends. It's a nice lead at this point in time. So Chris made his way back. What has he decided? Has to be some kind of weight, doesn't it? I mean, I'm not sure how much, but
No.
has to be some kind of weight.
No, this is the shot I play, and I'm short, Pete. So he can't be short.
He can't be short.
He's
close to this
he's
jack.
closer this time.
He's sliding around that
Closer.
orange.
He misses that.
He's got the jack.
He's got
That's
the
a great
jack,
shot.
and that'll help a lot. Once
Great
he falls
shot
over,
there.
it's probably shot, is it? Yep.
Yep. I've already got closest one anyway, so it could be 2.
Oh. Right, I've got a roaming.
Roaming reporter just needs
That's on, and you just
giving a lesson. You know you're in trouble when Phil Manning's
Yeah,
giving a lesson on technology.
that's mute. That's
you might need
If
to
you
go to
look,
the
look
boss.
to the right of the battery, it's on mute. Press that button, that'll disappear, and we will hear. So go for a run, mate.
So Warren, he's got about 2 feet, so certainly well and truly within his capabilities. But
Doug's going to get a score next door. I'll just let him know if he can hear us that the sound does cut in and out, Doug, but don't panic, we can still hear you. How's Warren looking? He's going to slide around these. He's played a big
slide
bowl
around
if he
one.
does. Ooh.
Didn't quite get round the second.
Gets around him, he's all right.
Yeah, weight was good enough.
2.
So another 2.
Yeah.
It's a great shot by Chris Shell. That was
Great shot.
3 or 4 down to 2 up.
Yep, he was
So-
4 down, definitely 4. They indicated 4.
So that moves the Eastern on to 8. Southern stay on 9. 8-9's a big difference from 6-13.
Gee, I reckon.
8-9 after 9 ends. So they've won the last 3 ends, or 4 of the last 5 ends. So really good fight back here. So they're doing their bit
Good
to
start.
eat into this aggregate. Really good start there
Good leading.
by Sean. Sean Crease from West Estonia. Very nice little green. It's West Estonia. Have you been to West Estonia?
No,
No,
no, I
very
haven't.
nice little green.
No, I haven't. I know my wife's parents used to live there and manage the pub or own a pub or something there a long, long time ago. But I think I've been through West Estonia on the way to Cal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good
Very
lead
nice.
by these two first
Yeah.
up.
John Flavel. Great reply. And that's a great reply back.
Yes.
Sean Crease,
Especially
very
if he
well
sits on it.
played.
Yeah, Sean, yeah, good bowl. Yeah, he's not happy with himself, but it's pretty handy.
Should be.
Yeah, slapped his hand as if he wasn't happy.
Suppose he could have sat on the inside of the bowl. But
Yeah, well, that's what he was complaining about. Yeah.
you're going well when you're complaining about that. It's a good.
Yeah, this
another
is
good
around
one.
the place too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
good,
good.
leading you too. That's really good. Yeah,
John.
Yeah.
Up and down from shot.
yeah.
Of course, coaching up one of your time, Kim Jones. Great coaching up
Yes,
boy
absolutely. Yeah. Yep,
in your era.
yep. Dead right.
Now residing in Albany.
Albany.
Isn't he?
Yep. Good bowl, Murray.
Good shot.
Yeah,
That's it.
lovely.
Helps out.
Yep. Played. I think he played at least 60 state games.
Yeah, he's around that mark.
Yeah.
So that's a good.
Nice fella.
That's a good 4 or 5 series.
Yep.
Has he got the weight? If he arrives on this, he's
Barry
really
said if
nice.
you've got the weight, I'll tell you what, he's trying
That's a
hard.
good shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Barry
Around the
Ashton.
place.
Very good shot. There's a bit of pressure on the bowlers at the moment. They haven't played a bad one yet.
No. No way.
So
It's good to see Doug going to the next screen to get some scores. He's
yeah, he nearly made it.
He's nearly halfway along our green at the moment. Yeah. We'll play another 2 ends before he gets in. No, he's wondering. Who
He
can I
found someone
talk
to talk to.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, hope he can hear us.
I'll be amazed if he knows what he's doing.
No. And
No,
people
it's-
talk to you and you can't actually hear them.
Well, he's doing a good impression.
Yeah,
He's stopped
yeah.
again.
Yeah.
They might have lost the weight this time. He might just
Yep.
just need a little bit more. So Eastern holding 1 shot at the moment. Little tickle around the corner would be ideal.
Got just the boy on the mat now, Phil.
Yes. We had a quick talk about his way he holds the ball.
Oh,
That
yes.
looks
Sideways,
looks
Nelly.
quite uncomfortable
Yeah,
for
yeah.
us normal people.
Yeah.
But he
Pre-
gets them away.
It's pretty,
Great shot.
pretty effective. Have a look
It
at that.
is. It is.
It's probably in the count. Doesn't matter if it's not in the count.
Yeah,
Still very
really
good.
good.
Well, the TV rinks produce some really high-class
Yeah.
bowls. It's
No, I
been
think-
fantastic.
I think they've
Which is
risen
what
to
we
the
want.
occasion.
Yeah, yeah. And know they're getting watched. Yeah. Yeah, they really played well.
Max, I'm not going to quite get down to maybe just a touch much weight.
Yeah.
So he wants to tickle around the corner. Would be ideal. Tickle it back to his first bowl. He's got quite a line for it, but
Yeah, he's saying hold, so it must be a bit
just
tight, I'd
go
say.
on.
Yeah. It's probably a bit of a...
Yeah, not all bad.
Not all bad, not sitting there. No, it makes it look a bit difficult for Warren. Yeah, he's got him to change now. Played a bit more weight. Pretty difficult little shot, this.
It is.
From
A lot of
Marcus.
different angles. Anything could happen,
Yep.
depending on what angle he gets.
Something could happen here.
Oh, he's
And
moved it back on it
moved
and
it back
followed. So
nearly rolled over to get shot. He got may have
yeah,
second, maybe.
he's got prime position, if nothing else.
Yep.
So can you hear us over there, guys?
Yeah, we got you loud and
have you
clear.
made it, Doug?
Yeah, I made it. Yeah, I had to get Desi Miguel out of the bar to give me a hand. But so Matty France, you can probably see that one, 3:15 down.
Yeah.
Tim O'Meehan's 10-2 up. Gunchi Main's 13-6 down, and Sharpie's 10-6 down. So no good news spread across the rinks if you belong to the Eastern Zone.
No, Eastern, no, all
So
struggle.
that aggregate on the board, which is 31, the difference, Doug, is probably pretty accurate.
Yes. So anyway, I'll wander over to the next one and see if things change
Go.
before I get back.
We'll hear you soon.
Cheers.
There you go.
It's good.
Can be taught. It's always good to have a president who can be taught.
Yeah, who listens. Yeah.
Actually, Pete, you're dealing with someone next to you who still uses a UBD, so I feel really comfortable walking down here.
Yes. UBD.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't know they still made them.
When the internet cuts out, I can still find my way around.
So Warren's still looking to use some weight on that backhand. You'd think the jack's moving. It's a matter of whether it's moving good or bad, I suppose.
Moving for sure. And Mark's first bowl around the back there on the line could end up with shot if he hits it right.
Yep.
Not an easy shot.
No, it's a one-bowl target.
One bowl target with a little one in front that he could get a skid off and actually could help him. Actually, might be more of a help than a hindrance.
Think how much.
Not big weight, just nice. He's got to swing a bit to get around the front.
He needs the orange bowl to do something for him.
Yeah, he does here. And it didn't. No.
Just opened it up a little bit more for him for his last. So it did do something. Can actually get it clean now if he wants to. So Kushel probably needs another one in there. Suddenly, potentially, Warren's got 3 seconds.
Yeah. Might need a shot clock on these shot clock on these guys.
There's lots of sunlight. We've got plenty of sunlight. It's okay. I can guarantee you the sun was still shining at 7 o'clock last night.
Yeah, 7:30.
So there's a bit of time.
We finished bowls on Thursday about 20 past 7. They
Oh.
turned the lights on, but we didn't need them really.
Umpires. Might as well give the umpires a mention going on that. Ian Payne, I have seen Ian around.
Yep.
And Andy Duane. Is it Duane? Sorry if I pronounced that wrong.
No.
So Andy and Ian are giving up their time here. One on each green.
Just another couple of the many foot soldiers that help us out and just do a good job for nothing, obviously. Only the reward of doing it, not any payment or anything. It's great. It's really good. You've got so many people involved that do that.
So Chris,
I know he's laughing a bit, Chris. I think it's
it's not not good.
Maybe he's trying to put a blocker in.
You can make that case, but he did that badly as well.
Don't think so.
If that was the plan, I think it might have come out badly. Yeah, it's just a matter of how much he wants to move this now. If he wants the bowl clean or he wants the jack to move.
Yeah, they're looking at getting the jack over where Mark's foot is now. So he might have to play forehand and slice it a little.
Yeah. I think just Warren just makes it up as he steps back. He leaves with that 4 shots in mind and then makes his mind up by the time he's made it.
It's good to have all those options and then just play none of them.
That's
but how often
quite often happens.
How often
we play a mixture of 2 of them anyway.
Yeah.
We'll play
Useless. No, he's going a bit
so
bigger.
He's going bigger, so he's trying to get this bowl clean
or slice
but
the
slice
jack.
is okay.
No, he's got a few wicks, but nothing lucky.
Nothing at all. So another one. Eastern, hang on.
Are you guys ready for an update?
Yes, perfect.
Righty-ho. In between your ends up there, so we've got, this is the northern, from the northern guys reading first. So Steve Hughes is playing Simpson, 14-4 up. Shane Judici Nan playing B Garrett, 12-6 up. Brad King playing Keepy is 6-5 up. B Manning, after that pep talk from Phil at lunchtime, playing D Wilkinson is 15-7 up. And Steve Beckwith playing Andrew Drayton is 11-10 up. So they're enjoying this afternoon much more than this morning.
That's all 5 rinks then?
Absolutely, albeit tight.
Tight
albeit tight on a couple.
Tight,
but, you know, Steve Fuster's, 14-4 up, but long way to go, of course.
Yes.
So we'll see what happens as it unfolds. Have a look at another 5 ends.
Can you see the ag board from there?
I can't even read my phone from here, mate.
No. Well, you want to get a UBD, it stands out.
Yeah, righto. No, I can. It is 48, 32. So there's a bit in the margin in that, but
16,
that's 43 ends gone. So too early, obviously.
Plenty of time. Yep.
And then I had a text through from Clive, and he said he'll sleep well tonight, knowing his job is in no doubt whatsoever. I'll leave you with it.
He won't sleep at all.
No.
Righto. 9 all.
Yeah.
The show Rink's on show.
It's
good stuff.
Yeah. Sean looking for 4 feet. I think he might have a couple of them. Has he got 4 of them?
He's got 2 of them.
3 of them.
He's got 3 of them. Yep. Pretty good. Yep.
Very good. John looking to lose a couple of feet. So Warren on the tip of his toe, so he's urging it a bit more. It's around the place.
Yeah.
Nothing special, but around the place.
3 feet's pretty reasonable to start with.
So, yeah, so Chris has won the last 4, or Chris and his Rink have won the last 4 ends. 1, 2, 2 and 1, so 4-9 to 9 all.
Yep, well done.
He needs a few of his other mates on the other rinks to do the same.
Well, next door, Matty's settled a little bit, but he's still 15-5 down, Matty France.
Yeah.
And
this morning's winners, Jeff Main, is 6-13 down.
Yes, yeah.
So Callum Williams' team must be playing really well because that team played pretty good this morning.
They did. Yep.
Kevin McGregor still holding sway over Ashley Sharp, 8-12. I can see that one.
Yeah, another Rink that had a good win this morning, Ash. Yeah.
Tim O'Mahan, from the look of it, it's about 14-5 up, I think.
Yeah.
So he's winning. He's up by 9 as well. Over Peter Flay. 2 good shots there by
another good bowl.
Murray.
Yep, Murray.
Seagate.
Funny thing, Bowles, in our round robin in Dalwallinu, a team got beaten by 22. I think actually Cousin Bruce beat them 22 shots. And the game in the afternoon, they won 33-2.
Wow.
They got beaten by 22 and won 33-2 in the afternoon.
So they finished with the plus shots up.
Yeah, and the team that scored 2, I think they scored them on one end, so the other team won 20 out of the 21 ends. Funny old game.
Oh,
and he's the guy that got beaten is actually here skippering today, but I'm not going to mention his name. He's embarrassed enough.
Yeah. Yes.
He's a very, very good player.
Yeah.
Just could not get shot. Couldn't buy one. Funny game.
So Mark Wannenberg under a little bit of pressure. 2 down, probably. Don't think it's 3. Might be 3.
Yeah, well, you know, they've been under pressure.
So
He's played a pretty good bowl.
help a little bit.
Oh,
It just slides
no,
through the
it won't.
hole, so
No, it
still
won't.
probably 2.
That's what happens.
Does.
Apparently
Could
there's
be. There's an alarm. I can hear it in the
There's
background.
an alarm going somewhere. I
Doug's,
thought I could.
Doug's been
Doug's lent on someone's car.
been moving.
Have a spell. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's run into a car
Yeah.
while he's talking to someone. He's not concentrating.
I can see him. He's certainly moving quicker than he usually does. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I've just got an update on that alarm if it's coming through, and apparently Phil Manning has opened his wallet, and that's what's attached to that.
Well, he hasn't bought me a drink. So
Oh, I bought his tea last night for him, and he's giving me the razz about opening my wallet.
well, it was his birthday, sort of.
I know. I bought him the birthday present. Yep. Yep.
So Mark's just pointed
Well,
this one
tell
out
you
a
what,
bit wide this time.
He gets around this, it'll help. No, he's a bit wide, yeah.
Well-
It doesn't, I can't see, because you can see like this, the breeze is not getting it to swing like you think it is. I
No.
reckon. No, it's holding it
No,
slowly.
we're probably sheltering it.
Yeah, yeah.
We're in the way, so
Doug,
we're the
you-
cause.
That's you and Doug.
We've blocked it out. There it is. Still blowing, I can tell you.
It's lovely.
It is very nice.
Very,
It's
very
been a
pleasant.
sensational day at the Denison Bowling Club.
Yep.
So again, Chris turns over up 2.
Yeah.
And in a pretty good position. There's not a lot going good for
No,
Warren there.
no.
He can clearly see it, but there's not a lot of good angles to it.
No, terrible. No, terrible angles, I'd say.
Chris is out around the orange
He's
one
got
with
his
this
face
one.
screwed up a bit as if it's, yeah, he didn't like it. No.
It's only one. Well, it's one of the few ones that got back, so
Yeah, I don't know.
it's worse places to be. Ryan has a plan this time, walking forward. He mentioned the forehand. Don't know what. No, he's motioned wrong. Can't follow his arm movements clearly, so he is on the back end.
So he's
But maybe he was pushing through. He's definitely motion pushing through.
perhaps he's just trying to draw a second shot. Perhaps he thinks
So he
he
hasn't
can
got a
sit
lot of weight on it,
sit
so-
on that bowl. It's a bit tight. Needs to be inside this. Yeah, he's got second
Yeah.
shot. Yeah,
So
I think
yeah,
he might have been aiming for second
Yeah,
shot.
I think his arm movements make sense now because he
Yeah.
motioned towards that bowl, so that's clearly what his jack
Yeah,
was.
yeah, he's pretty happy with second shot because he had nothing going for him at all. No, not a thing.
Yeah, that puts him in the game. Can Chris put a bit more pressure? Either side of that orange one is a chance to get second shot. So it's on its way.
Nice weight, I think.
Yeah, it's just going
Oh,
to
he's
slide
call-
on
oh,
through.
no, it's not. He's calling big home, good home, but so perhaps he was
Yep.
just trying to get around to there. They did say good home.
He's asking for something similar, just using his own. If he slides around it, he sits the shot bowl clean.
Still a hard shot.
It,
Doesn't look like much fun for me.
no,
Might look easy.
looks easy. Well,
Might look easy on TV. It doesn't look very easy from here. Straw would have been good.
yeah, the drinks man has arrived. A little bit underprepared.
Yeah.
So Ryan's using a couple of feet.
He likes it. He likes
He's
it
in
a
the
bit
area,
wide. He's
but
played a pretty good bowl.
has he got the right angle? Is he just going to jam?
Yeah, what
no,
a great bowl.
it's a great shot.
I've got to give him a little clap for
Great
that.
shot.
That was a great
See,
shot.
it wasn't as hard as it looked.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Yes,
very good shot.
he's in good form.
Yes. The first one set it up. It gave him second shot and made him a little more confident.
So 1 to Southern moves them on to 10. That's the first time they've scored in 5 ends. And they lead 10-9 over Eastern. With the aggregate sitting at 63 to Southern, 33 Eastern after 51 ends. So 54 ends to go. 30 shot difference.
Yeah, we're only halfway through, but they have to turn things around fairly quickly. Not quickly, but they have to turn things around in a big way.
John just slides on by with a couple of feet in the area. They're all still sticking to this wider hand.
Yep, must be a bit truer. Leaders usually play the tight hand, but it's just a bit truer. It's a bit easier maybe for them.
Yeah.
They're liking it, both of them.
It's not a hooping wide hand.
No, it's
So
not a hooper.
that sort of saves them a bit. It's pretty gentle.
A young fella likes this one a bit. I think he stayed down on the mat for a long time. Watched
Give it
it.
a look.
Oh, same bowl.
Pose.
Beautiful
Shot
weight.
bowl.
Yep. Nice weight.
Shot bowl. Sean on his way. Similar line to his first, I reckon. Might be a similar bowl to his first.
Yeah, nice bowl.
Yeah, great
Yeah,
shot.
very good.
He's playing really well. Country team might be full of leaders.
Yeah, we've seen some good leaders,
Might
haven't
have
we?
10 leaders in the team.
Well, we've seen 4 good leaders so
Yeah.
far. Yeah. Yes, for sure. I think I reckon I thought the young fellow was on top early, but now Sean has certainly got his team back in the game. Leaders very important.
Harry pulling up short, so same from Murray. He will just be gliding in. Back toucher, front toucher. Angles are good, but it is coming at a fairly rapid rate.
Yep, not far off.
So John's sticking to the backhand, the only one so far.
Yep.
Sticking to the narrow hand. It's in the area. He has got a bit of weight behind him, so will it let go
He
enough?
might sit the shot, but
It has shot.
did right in the middle.
Did let go.
Yep.
Perfectly.
Warren hasn't seen that. He's too busy. Doug's got
Oh,
his
Doug's
ear.
got him
God,
cornered.
they could play 10 bowls here while Doug's talking to him. Warren's looked around. Oh, my God. Oh. Yeah, no, Doug's still got him bailed up. Yeah, that's right, Doug. The bloke's up the other end know what they're doing.
Just got to slide underneath with this one. Weight was good.
Lovely.
Mark trying to get back to the draw. He's been under a little bit of pressure the last couple of ends.
Yes.
He has a,
Yes,
he has a free one here.
He'll appreciate this drawing shot.
Yeah.
Get your eye back in.
He's got to run it out. Not quite. Not far away.
Not far off, no. Next door, Matty Farracks has played another little runny shot, but he sat the shot perfectly to make 2. Good boy. He needed that.
Yeah. High five with Ronnie Treasure.
Yep.
Well, Phil's close to this.
Phil's been close all day.
Real close to
Oh,
this.
great bowl, Phil.
Great shot.
Sensational.
That's a great shot.
That is sensational. Very clap from the commentators.
Yes.
That's a great shot.
We support all good bowls equally.
Yep. Talk about Mark being under pressure once again.
Yeah.
He hasn't had too many easy shots the last 5 or 6 sets.
Yeah.
What happens when you win the state pairs? Everyone wants to beat you.
Well, it's
He's
just
in
going
the
to get
show
down
here.
a little bit because he's trying.
He's trying.
Just not
Not quite.
on the outside, but it'll be
Warren's
another
happy.
second. Yeah,
Yep.
Warren's happy. Oh, there's the crew. Doug having a timeout. He's asking someone for a drink. He's getting a drink. The old president's working overtime.
He is, I know. He's running around like a
Not one of them.
ant building an ant nest. It was before I said something else.
Something to do with a fly.
The fly, yeah. Righto, Phil.
So, it might just be lacking a little bit this
Yeah,
time.
a bit of both, I think. Yep.
Just gonna crowd the front. But he did his job.
Just got a message. Someone's listening in Queensland.
Queensland.
Yeah, it's my son Lee is in Queensland listening currently.
Very good. Very good. Can't escape the family at all.
No, I can't. No.
Yeah, that's the beauty of the live stream, isn't it? Anyone
Yeah.
across the world will pick it up somewhere.
Somewhere, yep.
Yep. If you are across Australia, well, Denison is a lovely place to come to. Denison, Dongara, Geraldton area.
Beautiful,
If you like-
especially on a day like this.
Night day. If you like crayfish, crayfish capital of the world. Just slotting under Warren, so yeah, if you're coming from interstate, don't be afraid to come up here.
Beautiful. And while we're giving them a plug, the Lazy Lobster. It's quite a quaint little place to stay. It's where we're booked into. It's quite neat and tidy. Very good.
Yes, the Lazy Lobster.
Yeah, Lazy Lobster.
Okay. I'm at the Dongara Hotel Motel. That's very nice.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah,
That's very nice.
good meals there.
Yeah,
we
looking
went
after me
to
well.
Southerly's last night. Had a really nice meal there.
Yeah, we had dinner here last night. The steak Denison put on dinner. We had the steak here.
Turned on a very good meal
Self-
here last
self
night. It
and-
was great. Four stayed. It was good.
Yeah,
Gave a bit of support.
The ladies were working overtime in the kitchen.
Yep, like they always do at every bowling club.
Did a great job.
Got 3 seconds come here. Oh well.
Yeah,
Shot clock.
it's hard to get it. Hard to get out clean, but
You're dead right.
you're going to lose some of those seconds.
He's going to lose the one right behind.
So
I think while there's a bit of a lull, I think we might struggle, but we might be able to get a pan on that aggregate shot aggregate board across.
putting
the
Dean under pressure here.
Dino, a nice shot you got of the second green just a while ago.
Oh, camera's moving.
Gave us oh no, we better watch this.
Well, yeah, he's down there now.
No, we'll wait for this end.
We were talking
Dean.
about the aggregate board on the other green you showed us
green,
earlier.
Yes.
So Warren's gone.
Oh, nearly jagged it.
He was asking for edges.
Well, when you're driving,
Nothing.
if you're going to miss, don't just miss by a long way, because you can always jag something that way.
There's a lot of players who have that theory then.
Oh yeah, it's my favourite theory.
Chris just trying to add. I think his weight's pretty good, but he might have just missed the line. So you'll have to settle for one Phil Jones bowl, one shot to the Eastern.
Yeah, one to Phil.
So we level up again at 10 all. 10 Eastern, 10 Southern. We certainly have the close one.
Yeah, it's good.
Aggregate's just been changed. 51 ends, 40 to Eastern, 71 to...
That hasn't changed
No,
much,
that
has
hasn't
it?
changed.
Still
That's
that
kept
30
the 30
shots, yeah.
shot margin.
I don't know whether Dean's going to give us a pan
No,
onto the aggregate board
it's
over
okay.
the other side. Okay, we'll send Doug.
Roving
Oh, he's off. Oh, we've got Doug. Don't.
Roving Doug is on
No,
the
don't
way.
pinch his job.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we are.
48,
32.
30.
Still 16. It was
16
16
shots.
last span.
They might not have changed that recently.
No, well, maybe not. Yeah, maybe
But
not. Hope they have.
Doug will tell us shortly. He's on the move. Another great start from Sean.
Yes, Sean's definitely got on top here, and that's been the whole changed the whole game. He's just got on top. John's not too far off, but not like he was.
Just missed the line with that one.
Yeah,
Kept the
it's
weight
got beautiful
perfectly.
weight, yeah. Yeah, beautiful weight.
He nearly made it.
What do you mean, nearly? He didn't even make it a third of the way up our green.
Problem is, he can hear us talking about him now.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, you have to shut that off so we can talk about him in
Yeah,
silence.
Yeah.
That was a much better shot by John.
Yep, good.
Bow on the head. Murray is on a wide line. Just not quite getting back.
No, bit of weight too.
Yep.
Just watching the rink next door.
Barry Ashton on the narrow hand. John Davidson playing some weight and missing on that hand.
Matty Francis won 2 rinks in a row. That'll help that rink a little. Get back into it.
Just sliding through.
You ready for an update?
Oh,
yeah,
hey,
might
that's
as well.
all.
Might
Why
as
not?
well. Yep, go for it.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Rightio. So you're next to you guys, France playing Davidson. So Davo's 16-7 up. Tim O'Meehan is 17-5 up against Peter Flay. Williams is 13-11 up against Maney, so that's tightened up a bit.
Yep.
And Sharpie McGregor, so McGregor's 15-8 up. So as much as the games have tightened slightly, still in trouble.
Yeah. Very interesting.
Very precise. Thank you very much.
Right, insight into balls. Yeah, I'll head across to the other green and I'll see what's happening there.
Cheers, mate.
Just sliding through there. Barry Ashton. Just slid through with both of them. Phil Jones trying to add a second. He's got a little bit of running on this. He doesn't want to get that jack, and he doesn't. Well left.
Pretty handy home in the
I was
end.
going to say he's going to sit down for third, isn't he?
Yeah,
So
pretty handy. As we speak, the breeze picks up a little.
yeah.
Still not a howling sea breeze. Just
What are we?
very,
It's
very
3 o'clock
nice.
in the afternoon. So
Yeah, you can. Beautiful breeze.
just not quite getting back. His weight wasn't bad. Oh, sorry, it's giving it a bit more air, but
Yeah, it could
is
be
he
all
getting
right.
down to it? No,
No,
it's
it's
not quite.
not,
Just still in the area.
Oh, Doug's got a helper. He's cheating over there. See him? Look at him. He's got a
Yeah.
helper.
Oh, he
Yeah.
seconded somebody.
Yes, he's got Desi, I reckon.
He's
See, he's a bloke. He can't think and talk at the same time.
He's
So
not writing anything.
No,
He's got a scribe.
He's got Desi working it out.
Yeah.
So he's actually doing nothing, really.
Well, he's doing a lot less than we thought he was anyway.
Yeah. We caught him at it.
He's going to take the credit.
Yep. I think he wants to come on board, but we'll... yeah, well...
Yeah, wait to the end of the end, and then we'll switch over to Doug. We'll give him a chance to add those numbers up. So Chris Shell trying to get a second shot. He's a little vulnerable. Sliding under.
This could be handy. Oh, no,
Didn't
it's
quite.
not. It's a bit
Like
vulnerable.
to have flopped, wouldn't he?
Could be a bit vulnerable, that bowl.
So he will play with some kind of weight. It's just a matter of how much he wants to play to sit that shot bowl.
Has a lot of hand movements, Warren. You never really know what he's going to
No, no, he's tricked me a couple of times.
Yes, yeah.
They don't always match what he's saying either.
No.
Important thing is he knows what he's talking about, and so does Mark.
Yep.
So it looks like he's going to go forehand.
I reckon he's going to sit it, isn't he? He's got
It's a matter of
to play a bit of
how
weight.
much
and
weight?
sit that shot bowl, I think.
How much weight is he going to play?
He's really on the side of this mat, so he probably is.
He is one that uses the mat a fair bit.
And he's running. He's usually pretty good when he chases them.
Yeah, he's close to the goal
He
or the
likes
hole
it.
or
Yes.
jack or the both.
Oh, God.
And that's,
he won't be happy with that.
No.
No, lucky. Got a rub, got the bowl, but the bowl got the jack.
Yeah, he's got.
And that's got him in a bit of strife.
Just didn't quite get enough of the bowl, did he?
Yeah, no.
So that'll be. He's saying 2, was he, Phil?
Oh.
Got 2 fingers.
Oh, Doug, we got the shot clock on Chris, so he might as well give us the score, mate. Oh, no, he's on the phone, is he?
No, we can't hear him if he's talking.
No.
No.
We haven't got you, mate. Just have a look at it. You'll see near the battery button there's a little light that shows mute. Press the mute button.
No, he's given up.
Given up. Yeah.
Don't worry, listeners, he will get back to it. He's just given up for the short term. We'll get back to this rink here while he sorts out his connection. We'll just give him a hint. If we're not talking to him, we can't hear him.
No, that's right. He's got the mic up.
But he can clearly hear us.
Yep.
But if we don't talk back to you, we can't hear you. So Matty France.
Another drive.
Another drive and no connection again. So he's 2 down on the head by the look of it.
Target's getting smaller.
He does still have 1 more bowl to go. But unfortunately for him, his opposition has 2 bowls and he's got about 4.5, 5 feet for another
Draw
shot.
another counter. Yes.
Doug, it's a call out fee to get the tech out. Don't let him off.
Here she comes out the door.
Sharon will look after him.
Yep. See that on-off switch, Doug? What you do is you press it to
So
the on position.
Chris is drawing, we think, around
They have to be.
around those two. Took him a while to decide for something he has to do. He's got the anchors
Not
out.
far off.
Got the anchors out, and he's
Not
very
far
good.
off. I reckon he's in the count. Yeah,
Very
good bowl,
good
Chris.
shot.
Yep. Yep.
Three.
I reckon. Yeah. Oh,
Warren again,
Warren's got
motioning.
one.
Warren's
No,
got
no.
another one left.
I'm
Yep.
just about to write that down.
Matthew France next door is going big again, and did not connect. John O'Davidson didn't draw another one, so it's still 2 over there.
Jono had the weight by the looks of it, but
Perfect
he
weight.
sprayed it out too wide.
Yep, didn't get back. So
If he doesn't draw another one here, he hasn't taken a very big opportunity presented to him.
you know, he's
But
drawn that, so
definitely drawn
he's
that,
got
yeah.
3, and
Yep.
currently they're down 3 here. So will it cancel out, or will Warren make the difference? He's close to something.
Warren likes it
Has he got
again.
an
Oh
edge,
yes, he's got
edge?
2 of them out. Well done, Warren.
And-
Yes, so that's 1.
Made 1. So saved a couple.
Yep. Oh, no, they're right.
Yep.
Declared
So
it.
1 shot to Eastern. Puts them in the lead for the first time since the first end, when they led 1-0. 13 ends gone, 11-10.
Oh, it looks like we're the trouble.
No, we wouldn't have done anything wrong. So Sean again. Just missed his line with this one, but kept the weight good.
Good weight, yeah.
Okay, can John Flavel from Kojanup, can he? Yep, answer. That's a nice
Handy.
start.
Yep.
Very nice start from John.
Fell in as well, which is good.
He's given it a bit more air this time, Sean.
Yes,
Grease.
he might have overdone it, don't know.
Runs
Try
it out is pretty good. Just not going to get
No.
down.
It's a bit wide.
So John just trying to sneak under that last one as he got under it. Fortunately, he got a fair piece of it. Otherwise, he was pretty good. So a little bit unlucky there. But it's probably 1 to Eastern.
We're still working on the mic on the other greens, so
Yep.
he might bring the written results over. I think he's pointing at us. He's telling us it's our fault. We haven't done anything wrong. Because
He's coming. He's coming
by
over.
the time he gets here, those results are well out of date.
Probably means I've got to try and read his writing as well.
I'll have to get him to take over and give him a rest, I think.
Get the professionals back on the mic. So I have them in front of me. We got Fuster leading Simpson 19-6. So that's a big turnaround with Simpson winning this morning. Goodison
Shane.
Nan is currently leading Garrett 15-10. King is down to keep 6-9. That's quite a low scoring affair. Manning is leading Wilkinson 15-11, so it's got a little bit closer.
Big turnaround from this morning
And
again.
Beckwith is leading Drayton 18-6, so that's also pretty tight. 18-16, sorry, am I right? And is it 73-43 after 63? Are you sure about that?
I haven't added it up. I just went off the board.
Oh, 73-43. That's 30
Yeah,
shots.
13. I'm just adding up here. 18.
Just have a
21 shots the difference
21
anyway.
shots.
So it's not
Oh,
quite that bad. 21 shots the difference.
21 shots of difference over there. The losers
yeah,
this
so
morning
Northern
winning.
currently leading by 21 over Southwest.
33
So,
shots difference here.
so at the moment we've got
31 shots.
4 teams with 1 win each, which would be a nice finish to the day.
That'd be fantastic.
Sorry, unless you're a Eastern or a Southwestern supporter,
Yes.
South Coastal supporter.
It's good for the competition at the moment.
Phil Jones again due. Maybe not quite shot. He might have fallen out.
Let's go back.
So he's sending back. Doug's on his
I
way
thought
back.
he was going to sit down and have a rest. Send me back.
No, he's
He's
got the
determined.
bit between the teeth and
He
he's
has.
taken off.
Mark's just drawn the shot here, which is great. Mark's for first time for a while. He's just had a nice, easy draw, and he's
Yes.
and he's drawn it cold, which is great. Phil's been
See if we
playing
got
very
Doug
well.
there, have we?
Yep.
Oh, no, he's asking for
getting
his
helper.
offsider.
Yeah.
Oh, he couldn't go do it himself. That's a
Yeah.
great shot by Phil.
Yes.
Great shot by Phil.
There's 3 rubs to get it, Phil, but that's all right. Lucky Phil.
So is that coming through, is it now?
Loud and clear. Yep.
Ah, he's
Beautiful.
back.
Loud
Doug's
and clear.
back.
Yeah, I'm just getting my scribe. I just had to wake him up and
Yeah.
send him off again. So there you go. So I'll get an update. We'll get down the other end because that's the one you'll be really hanging off.
Thank you. I just pushed it through with the weight.
Well, we've certainly had a couple of interesting games, even though there was a bit more margin this morning. It was a very interesting game. It was the Northern boys fought back a bit at the end and got within a few.
Sharp's driving and missing on Rink 4, so he's not in a heavy not in a heavy place at the moment, Ash.
No, the Southern boys have got the Eastern boys under the pump.
Jeff Mains fought really well back on Rink 3. He's
Yeah,
now
he-
leading 14-13.
Oh, is he really? Yeah. No, he was.
Because he was well down
He was
earlier.
well down, and the way he played this morning, I couldn't believe it. So that's well done to them. Chris Shell nearly drawn another counter.
It's not quite, but might help to lock the orange one in a little bit. That is, leader from this morning. I think he's still going pretty well.
Yeah. Yeah, he was the player of the match, wasn't he?
That's the Ash Sharp one that he's looking at. We're looking at there with Mori Kamuri third, and Ash had a drive previously, which looks like a wall of bowls he's trying to get through from that angle.
I reckon.
So,
good luck.
Yeah, he's trying to open something up clearly, and I don't think he did. But now he's having a rethink. Warren's just held it out a bit. Didn't quite get back underneath for him. A little bit of a difference of an opinion here. Phil would like him to cover. I think Chris would like to draw another one.
Yeah, well, Phil's got a good point, you know. Warren gets it with the meter and stays with it. He's got 4.
Yeah, he has. So I think they're going to compromise here.
Yeah.
It won't be, no, they're not going to compromise.
He might beat him to his own shot.
Yep. So Chris on the forehand.
Not a bad track, eh?
No, you don't just be sliding under, but
yeah, but she
just
not
going to
a little bit of weight more.
Yeah, the weight more so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Jack is, as you say, 4, but
I reckon
it's tough on that hand.
Geez, really tough. Yeah.
Bare Jack, really. But
yep.
So I suppose if he's trying to sit the bowl and you're a little bit narrow, you get the jack.
Yep.
It's probably the ideal
Oh,
situation.
I think he's going for the jack.
I reckon he's going for the jack.
Yep. He's often running, but he's
He's
stopped.
on
So he's trying to get it to do a
a
bit
bit more than a
work or-
meter. He's closer to the
He's
bowl.
Close to the bowl.
Oh, didn't get
That's
him.
right.
So it's another one. Another one to the east. Makes 12-10. 3 ones in a row.
So you ready for an update over there, gentlemen?
Perfect timing.
In between ends? Yep.
Yes.
Perfect.
I can just see that far. Rightio. So a little bit of a
Can't see
change
you.
around. I'm hiding.
Oh, there he is.
So Fuster v Simpson. So Steve Fuster's 19-7 up. So Shane Judici Nan has really got ahead now. So he's playing B Garrett. He's 22-10 up. Brad King, not struggling, but just a few down. King, he's playing keep. He's 8-11 down. Bruce Manning playing Wilkinson. So Phil's influence is starting to kick in here. He's now behind 15-16. And Beckwith he's playing Andrew Drayton and 19-11 up. So I think they're 27 shots up, about 70 ends gone. So far from done and dusted. So it just takes a few big numbers, and with Shane Judici getting on top of Garrett, that may influence the outcome of the aggregate a bit. So we'll see what happens. It soon changes. I'll leave it back to you guys.
Yep. Thanks, mate. Well
Thank
done.
you, sir. And this one is, according to our scoreboard here, 70 ends played. Southern leading 76-50. So they've got it under the 30.
So it's
It
about
has
the,
been-
about the same. They're both about
Yeah.
25 or 6 in front.
Yeah. I think Ash Sharp is prowling the back. Rink's trying to urge people on. So, John looking to repeat his first bowl.
Good
Just
line
pull up
again
a
from the
little
young
short.
fella. He's just dropped a wee bit short. It's been a game of leaders, this one. Whichever leaders got it, they seem to win the end.
Yeah. So just going to hang up on the pack, I think. Another one in that group of now 4 bowls.
Matty France is only 8 shots behind now, 19-11.
Yeah,
So
he's creeping
things
forward,
have
isn't he?
changed, slowly creeping there, yeah. After spending the first 8 or 9 ends driving.
Yes. Sharp is down 10-16 to McGregor. So I think he's crept up a little bit as well.
Yep.
So he's looking for about a metre here. Metre on his last. He's certainly got the height for it. Good angles.
Perfect, I reckon. Just about perfect
And
grass.
That's a really good
Yeah.
shot. Number 1.
Well done, Murray.
So John Aston is looking for 2 feet on his last. Just got a bit of running to do.
Nearly the same bowl, I reckon. Nearly the same bowl,
Yeah,
yep.
he's back in that pack. Okay, so Phil's played pretty well. It's been very good the last few ends, Phil.
Yep.
So he certainly was one of the ones who started them on this run.
Definitely. Bit wide this time.
Hanging
Good
a bit
weight.
wide. So Mark Wannenberg looking to sit something next to the shot bowl, preferably. That's going to go to the pack.
Yep, join the club.
Needs a couple of feet of weight as well. So again, Phil Jones is out here. It's a pretty good shot
good
here.
weight again, yeah. Yeah, good bowl, Phil. Yeah,
Really
it's
good
probably
shot.
in the count, I'd say.
That'll be 2. Mike just needs to probably beat that last one. Needs to be his point. So a bit tighter, but he's got weight.
Could get 2 edges here. No, got none.
Nothing. So through the hole. Tis the backest. There's not a lot behind to be the backest.
No. No. Yeah, the Eastern boys, I think, are just picking up a few shots across the rinks at the moment, so things might be on the change.
I think Jeff Moan just picked up a couple there.
Yeah, well, yeah, could have been more than a couple too.
3.
3, yeah.
Oh, there we go. 84 to 60 over on the far green. Northern holding sway
24.
over South Coastal.
They've been in the
24
20s
shots.
the whole game. This is about the closest the southwest have been, I reckon. But they're both getting closer. Both aggregates are
Good
definitely
shot.
getting
Little
closer.
edge and
well
a
done.
flop.
Yeah, nice.
That's really good.
Nice bowl.
It's really good. So the Holt combination under a lot of pressure. It's playing with weight.
He's played some good shots like this. He's tight.
Things
He's
are
knocked his
rumbling.
own up. Did get another one of his own in.
He also pushed a yellow one onto the line as well, which
might make it a bit
sort
harder.
of blocked his target a bit.
Yep.
Again, a bit of a conversation going on where they put this one.
Yep. He's got it in his hand. He can put it where he likes.
I certainly wouldn't be putting anything that Warren can use. At the moment, it's quite nicely hidden away a bit.
Yeah, he's looking to play the other side to sort of protect something there. Phil's getting him to come around the pack down the back a bit, I think.
Just looking over at the sharp Rink while they're talking. They seem to take a lot of bowls out then, or they're just clearing the way.
Oh, right. And what colour were they?
Yellow.
Ooh.
Oscar moves down on the measure. Just keep an eye on that one. Because he moved. This might have got a lot of bowls out the way, maybe. Although he's measuring quite a distance.
Yeah. 6 or 7.
6, 7?
6 or 7. It's definitely a 6,
So
but I couldn't see the other finger. It may have been a 7.
So that was the Ashley Sharp in the Southern. Against Southern, they're the Eastern team.
Eastern boys, yeah.
So that puts them either level or in front. I think it might have been a 6. 16 all, I think, by looking at it. That's a big pickup.
Big pickup.
Like I said earlier, Ashley was
wasn't
walking
very
the
happy.
banks and not happy, but he was walking the banks trying to G everyone up, and certainly worked on his rank.
Yep.
So what can Warren do here? Not a lot going for him again.
No, again, he's played there's a few ends going this way. He hasn't had a lot going for him.
The angles, looks like he's going pretty big.
Angles were bad, have been bad. He looks fairly big.
He needs to hit something and hope for the best, really.
Bounce it a few times.
It's not the best angle.
No.
So, just could not get to it.
No, it was very difficult, that. 3, is it?
2 or 3?
2 or 3,
again?
yeah. I reckon Phil likes 3. Phil's liking 3, I reckon. Yep.
3 shots.
Yep.
3 shots. So they move to a 5-shot
Gee whiz.
lead.
So there's 9 or 10 shots in 2 ends. So that's a big turnaround.
Yeah. 15 Eastern. 10 to Southern. And that is now 4 ends in a row that they've won. 3 1s and a 3. So 7 out of the last 8 ends as well. So they've really been. Here comes the aggregate man. We'll see what he says. But it's certainly closing up.
Well, he's only flicked 1 end over.
So Jeff Main has caught up.
He's only. Oh no, I thought he only flicked 1 end over.
So
84.69.
So down to 15.
Yep, got below that 20.
Wasn't that long ago we were at 30. So.
Yep. Well, 6 or 7 shots makes a big difference.
Yes. He's just going to run through here with the other one. So it's Sean Crease looking to lose 3 feet. Might have lost a bit more than that. So he's sliding under and not there. It's an opportunity.
Yep.
For John Flavel to put a bit of pressure on the.
Well, the lead set the
Easterners.
standard. Lead. Sean was on last time when they won the end.
And he might have done that. This looks like
better.
a pretty good shot.
Yeah, this looks real good, especially if he just sits
Grabs
with
the
it. Yeah,
jack.
that's a
Really
good
good
bowl.
shot.
Yep.
Great shot.
Be interesting now. See what happens.
France got another 2, so he's now 13-19.
Who was that?
Matthew France.
Oh, yep.
Got 2.
Big turnaround here.
There it is, 13-19.
Sharpie looks like he's 17 all, is he?
17 all, yes.
Yeah.
Ashley Sharps. 17 all. Sliding under, nice weight. It's on a wide line here. Great weight. It's not going to quite get back for him.
No.
Murray Seekert. He has to keep his weight and push the line a little bit more.
Bit nicer track.
Probably just lost
Dropped
the weight, hasn't he?
Yeah. Probably same line, Nelly. Yeah, drop the weight.
Breeze is
Not
picking
hard
up a
to
little
do.
bit, so
Yeah.
be a bit wider. So Barry Ashton has taken it in a little bit, but he's
Doesn't take much of a step, Barry, does he?
no.
He's got
That's
a tiny step.
It's a bit of a shove. A bit of a shove's not a nice word.
No,
It's just
it's a funny little action.
yeah.
Effective. Right, let's see what Phil does. He's played very well, Phil.
He has. He's drawn really well.
He's just about the player of the rink, I reckon.
So he's got a good track again. Has he got the weight?
Well, he's got not bad weight, maybe. No, he's not.
Just
I thought he might be.
pulled
a
up,
bit-
might be just pulling up a little
closer.
bit more. We'll see. They did water it this morning, and that's going to slowly get a little bit slower.
Yep.
It's just...
Yeah, bit too much of both.
Yep. Certainly too much weight.
Yeah, you can have a little run at it.
Forehand's quite a tough hand with
I
the...
reckon. Looks tough for me. It looks easier on the skinny hand there. Could get a little slide off something.
Yes. You need a bit of weight to hold it up
He's
under
played
there.
weight. He's played weight on the forehand.
Yeah, it doesn't...
Going for the slide on the other side. No,
It doesn't...
That's probably not his best bowl.
No. It doesn't look right to me with the breeze blowing. You need quite a lot of weight to get under that orange one.
Gee whiz, yeah. See if Mark can add to the count. They need a number or two just to get them back in the game.
He slides under here.
Might count. Does count, I'd say.
Yes, he will.
Yeah.
Good shot by Mark. Yes. 2 fingers from Warren. Okay, so I don't know what Sean's doing here. I would hope if he's playing weight, he might switch hands to the backhand where he's going to just hold
I think
a bit longer.
Yeah.
Before
I don't know how he could play it on the forehand, but anyway, they can see it. We can't. We sit on the side.
Exactly.
It's making them think a fair bit about it. He's playing forehand.
Going forehand again.
Must be a real big shot under there, or is it swinging around the orange? I can't work it out. Swinging around the orange.
Swinging around the orange with that weight.
Yeah.
Look, he's got.
Yeah. I'd say it was easy.
And, he's pretty close to that as well. Just not.
Yeah.
It's a good effort.
He's nearly half drawn it off, isn't he?
Yeah, that's. If you're going to do that hand, then that's probably the kind of weight you need. You certainly can't get under the orange, I wouldn't have thought.
No.
Unless you're Matty France weight.
Speaking of Matt, he's played a pretty good bowl. No, not quite. Yeah,
anyway,
anyway.
He's holding one over there.
Yep.
So what's Warren going to do? Just draw another one, I assume. Or attempt to.
Righto, Warren. He wants to add
his
another
line's
one.
pretty good.
Yeah. Gently, he said. He said gently, so it's on line now. Gently, yes. Tell you what, won't be too bad at home there. He'd love to draw another shot, I reckon.
Yeah.
They wouldn't mind picking up or they've got a couple at the moment. Depends what Shelley does.
Went to a metre, so that would take it that he's just trying to draw him off.
Yeah. That's a
tough shot.
Pretty tough shot, I reckon. He's trying hard, isn't he?
Yeah, he slides under.
Yeah, he's under, yeah.
Didn't quite. He's waiting.
They're hoping to get second out of it. But may not have.
So a couple of feet off for Warren to count. He'll certainly be. He's poked it out on a good line. How's his weight?
Well, he's played a little. Oh,
just running a little again. I'm not sure it's going to get down enough.
If it falls over, it's a bit of a show.
It's close.
Bit of a show, but may not make it. Bit hard to tell. Depends how far that orange went up, that front orange.
Yeah, or the side green.
Yeah. Well,
it might be the side green.
Yeah. Looks like they're going to that one first, mate. I think you didn't even check the orange.
No, don't care about your orange.
No, don't care about the orange. No, couldn't care less. Two shots.
2 shots.
2 shots. Oh, well, that's made it interesting
2.
again.
Southern back on the board.
It's been a while.
Moved their score to 12. Eastern holds the lead on 15.
You ready for a cross in between ends,
That'd be
gentlemen?
great, mate.
Rightio.
Yeah, please.
Rightio, so off we go. So Brad King against Keepy is 9-12 down. Wow. Manning against Wilkinson, 21-18 up. Nice tight one.
Manning is up.
Yes.
Oh.
Yep.
They got behind. They've got forward back and got in front again. That's good,
Yes.
righto.
Yeah, it has. So Steve Beckwith is playing Andrew Drayton, 20-14 up.
Yep.
Steve Fuster playing Mark Simpson, 20-16 up.
That's tight.
Shane Judici-Nan playing B. Garrett, 23-12 up. So that's 93-72. So you can work that
21.
out. Yep, exactly on 85 ends. So 20 ends
20
left.
ends
So
to play, 21
yeah,
shots in it.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. So the game's well and
Still
truly
on,
open.
still
so-
on, still
Yeah.
on.
But as we
Yep.
speak, Kingy's holding 3 shots, but hang on, it's just been converted. He might be only holding, might be 1 down now. So the game's a snip and tuck. So that's just how the game's played. Righto,
Thank you.
back to you guys.
Thank you.
Very good. Over here, the young fella John's got a front toucher, I
Yeah,
reckon.
John Flavel's jumped on.
Good boy. That's he got shot last end, and
Yeah.
Warren ended up
Stayed
winning the end. So see if the trend continues. The leader is setting the pace.
Okay. Can he do it again? No, it's not bad. Put up a little bit short.
Oh yeah, put one on and put one in their
One-
eye.
one
That's a good way
blocker.
to lead.
We all have our own tactics.
Yes, that's usually mine. I've always got one short one. Just every now and then you get lucky you got one close. Yeah, it's my favourite shot.
It's a pretty
Short
good
bowl.
response here.
Yes, very good.
Really
Actually,
good shot.
really good. Falls over,
Falls over.
nearly gets shot. Nearly
It's a great
gets
shot.
shot. Yeah, great shot.
Not quite.
Yeah. Makes it hard for Warren to add to that now.
Yes.
Tell you what, it's not bad, but he
Not bad. He's
could
gonna
give
get
it
shot
away.
but
Yeah, he has, yeah.
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 Really good
It was
shot.
only going to one spot, wasn't it? What else do you do? You might as well do it now.
Yeah, yeah.
No, he's Warren doing it with his last bowl.
So
Yep.
he's asking him to play with confidence, so that's good.
Yep.
He's
Yeah,
keeping
well.
the game.
So, Matty France must have dropped maybe a 3 or something there because he's 21-13 down now. Every end's changing this egg,
Yes.
which is usual, which is great.
It's that end wing, that Peter Fly Timo man. I can certainly see 24. Peter Fly must be
Yeah.
13. Well, it can't be 3, surely.
No, it can't be 3, surely.
It must be 13, 24.
Yeah, yeah. That's yeah, that's.
So he's jumped
that's-
away a little bit.
Yeah, that's helped him out.
Going to the big board, it's only 11 in it now. 79 ends, 82 to Southern,
Ooh.
71.
No, he's coming
to
for
Eastern,
a
but he's
score
coming
check.
back. I might have
Coming
just
for a
spoke
score
too
check.
early.
Oh no, he's changing the ends and not the not the score.
83 ends gone.
Only 11.
he's
No,
still
he's
thinking
looking,
about it.
He's thinking. Yeah, and he's.
So,
Oh yeah, the Southern boys have got another 4 or 5 shots on there. Yeah, that's made a big
Put a
difference.
shot, not a
17
second.
shots now.
there'll be a lot of that end rink.
Yeah, 17
that.
shots in the egg. Yeah, that's.
22 ends to
It was
play.
18, so it's got out to. It was 15. I think it's got out to 18.
So the Holt rink here needs a bit of connection from Mark Wannenberg. He needs to
Yes. Yeah.
spring something out.
Yeah. No, Mark hasn't picked at the Save.
No.
It's gone back He's picked his bowl up. He's standing behind the mat before Phil even thinks about bowling. So what he needs to do is put that bowl down on the ground and just relax and come back to it a bit later.
Okay, so Phil Jones on the way. He does look to be on the tight side. So another one into that pack.
Yep. Nothing to lose, Mark.
No. So Warren's asked for about 6 feet of weight if he misses.
Definitely got the weight, I reckon.
Well, his line's not bad either.
Yeah,
so he's close.
He's called it better. He's played a big bowl here. Touches the jack. Touches the jack instead of the bowl. It would have bounced forward a little.
Yep. Rocked him.
Yep. That was better. It's a bit hard to change anything this end, Pete, I tell you. It's pretty hard to change anything. We've had a few ends like that going this way.
There's not a lot the Eastern boys can do.
No.
Can rock onto the second shot, I suppose, and there's a bit of danger of doing that.
Yeah, that bowler marks is pretty handy now because Warren touches his front bowl right and the jack can go that way a little, maybe. Yeah, not easy, not much of a target. I'd rather him play the shot.
Yeah, there's nothing else onto him. You just got to try and rock the ball up or jam the jack and get it forward, maybe.
Yeah.
It's going to be a really good ball if he does. So, what can he do? So he's got a bit of weight. He's got a bit of weight on this. Has he climbed around that front? If he climbs around the front, he is oh so close. Very close. Some boys just trying to work out where it's going to go.
Yeah.
It's, who knows? They're pointing in 2 different directions. So. He's either being wide on the backhand or he's wide on the forehand. Which one is he picking? He's going to be wide on the backhand.
Stand there, he said. Wants a guide. So he's going to, that's where the jack's going to pop out to, maybe. Matty's followed that thing down, but it's a bit skinny, Matty. Perhaps he's going to draw another one.
Yeah, he's pretty close to drawing another one.
Tell you what, perhaps he's going to draw another one.
Oh, he won't like that.
No way.
No.
Oh. Ooh. Give something Warren to work off there.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah. He could actually...
On camera, it looks a bit more behind the jack than what we see it here.
It looks, but we see it
it's
easy.
A bit in front of the jack.
It looks much easier from here
now. It's a great launching pad from our angle.
Yeah. You can actually get both those clean.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess the inside edge of that, he's definitely getting the other one.
Yeah. Tell you what, he's got this one out there too.
He's super close. He might not need it.
He's played it well.
Oh, he wouldn't. Oh, he's jammed it. It's gone nowhere, really. It's gone 6 inches back.
He must have just got the feather on the jack. He misses the jack and he takes the bowl clean. That would have been sensational.
It's a great shot. Did too well in the end.
Feels keen for Chris to get another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's called it. He's safe if he gets underneath his own.
Matty Francis lined up for another drive. You can just see him in the picture. No.
Didn't see a jack move.
No. He is holding shot, Matt. He was trying to take their 2 seconds out.
Okay.
I thought he was holding, then I wonder what he was doing driving, but he's going for numbers.
Yeah.
Chris Shell looks a bit tight, I reckon. Don't think he'll worry too much about that.
No. So 1. Again, the leaders' bowls stayed there.
Again. Yeah, it's been...
So
it's
1
been,
to Eastern.
It's been the pattern.
That makes it 16-12 on 17 ends. Breeze is getting up again.
Righto. I'll change spots with the...
Oh, Phil's on the way out.
Doug, yep, cheers.
Thank you very much, Phil. President Doug is back. So wait till I get set up. Welcome back.
Yeah, well, I got him back in the game by going, didn't I?
Yeah, they're just creeping forward. Certainly on this rink, yeah, I think it's
And it's
5 of the last 6 ends, and
replicated on the other green, where they're coming back into it. There's not a lot in it. There's time for the outcome to be different to what it is at the moment. So, could be
good.
Interesting last hour of play.
Yeah, so pretty well 4 ends to go across the board, across all the rinks. He's ticking over that aggregate board. It's 89 ends now. Southern 89, and Eastern 77. So,
wow.
According to the man, there's only 12 in it.
I mean, you have to watch it. That's your job. But if you're a nervous person, you wouldn't be looking.
No.
Pressure's a perception, is it? Or
Yeah, there's
different
different ways to look at pressure.
Yeah.
Really, only the pressure put on yourself really is what exists.
I mean, it doesn't change your job on the mat.
No, doesn't change it at all. If you had to draw a shot in the first end, you got to draw a shot in the 20th.
Yeah. So what's been? I mean, I've been working hard, roving up and down the back streets there.
Yeah, we've been watching you with amusement.
Bit of networking along the way. Few offers of advice, but for free. But so what's been the turning point on this rink?
Probably the leaders have changed a little bit. Sean probably got on top for a little while, and certainly probably Phil Jones has certainly got on top in the 3rd position. He's played a really good game, consistent game.
It's just his bread and butter, isn't it?
Yeah.
For Phil, I know him pretty well.
Yeah, but the leaders had a really good battle, as they did the last game that we did. They both had their periods of winning and periods of losing, but not losing because they're playing any worse, just the other one's playing a little bit better. So Murray trying to hold his head. He's just not going to quite arrive.
Not bad. Nice line.
Yep, he's in the game. Southern just grabbed a 4 on rink 3, which is the Jeff Main rink.
Yes, in the scale of things, that's a big
So
number.
the Callum Williams rink, because he's the one who got the 4.
Yeah.
And they were quite a way in front, and Jeff's got in front, but that 4 might have put Callum back in front. Certainly put him even. Yeah, no, 1 in front. Callum Williams now 19-18 in front of Jeff Main with a very handy 4.
So it'll be a good time for Phil to draw a shot again.
Yes, couple down, 3 down.
We'll talk about having a feel for the green, and although he's
just sliding under this
one
time.
underneath.
Weight's pretty good.
So you would expect it to slow down a bit on a
You would,
synthetic
yeah.
this time of day.
Yep. Obviously watered and rolled this morning, but that's certainly got to wear off.
And by the time the game will be finished, by the time it'll speed up as the sun sets. But
Yes, definitely.
so this is the same surface as what Mount Lawley put down.
Yeah, could be. They all look very similar.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Can Phil adjust his line? Certainly wider. This might have a bit of weight, but if he connects onto that, no.
No, not enough. You need to really get hold of it.
Yeah.
And it would only have flopped it flat, I think.
Got his weight pretty good both times.
So Wanneberg's going to swing to the backhand.
Yeah, so he's just going to draw under his own. Not sure it'll get down from there with this breeze, but it's trying. It's trying hard. It's a good shot. Yeah, great judgment.
And a good call.
So it'll be 3, maybe 4.
But that hand's still open for Chris Shell
Certainly.
to swoop in there.
Certainly.
You can sit the jack or the bowl.
Can draw there, or he can play weight on the backhand, whichever one he's more comfortable with. Like you said earlier, become more comfortable with the draw. So
two catches out on the wing if he does play with weight underneath.
So he shaped up that hand.
Yes. So this is going to get there quickly.
So playing with weight. Needs a bit of luck from out there. It's got too much of it. So
not as attractive to look at now,
No.
I'd suggest.
no. It's not as easy to draw either, so
Committed. Well, we'll see what happens here with Warren, what Holty does, whether what added pressure he can give, or whether he blocks it, or whether he covers. You know, that three down out on the wing here.
Eddie Vance driving on the other rink. Made no connection. As long as he doesn't move, we'll be fine. Oh, I think Sharon's onto it.
So Warren
Drawing for 4 or 5.
Yeah, you can see how he can add here. He's got plenty to sit, and they're all his own. There's without danger. And
Necessarily want.
gee, mate, they did that.
Well, that changes things. Good or bad.
A touch of the jack on the way through. So Chris Shell looking over that, wondering what are we going to do? We're in a power of pain. The aggregate's tight. We're 4 in front.
I think he's played 1. I'd be committed to the same shot myself, but
The catches haven't moved. So Phil pointing to the catches tells you that it's going to be with weight. Weight on the backhand. Like you said, he's played it once. He's got a feel for it,
So
knows the line.
just needs to adjust that grass line. Bring it a foot in. Well, he does look tighter. Will he hold? Because he's got less weight. He'll hold if he hits that.
Oh, good.
So it's slightly unfair.
That was
And locked it in nicely.
Oh,
Not only got the shot, but locked it in. Hard to get that out.
and Warren somehow is managing to smile as he walks back. I'm sure there's something happening underneath that facade. trick shot. Manager for the Eastern Zone, Desi Miguel, handing us some words of advice, but yeah, luck is luck.
Yes.
So the response to luck is
We've
is
got
weight.
Something's moving. It's a matter of how much and where. Oh, that's
Oh well, we
got
speak
his own
about
little bit of luck as well.
what comes around goes around.
2 shots.
For 2.
2 shots to Southern with a really good bowl.
Yes.
The
yeah,
result
yes.
where it went might have been a bit lucky, but he played it to perfection.
Yes, he hit the piece he had to hit, and then as the bowling gods decided what was happening after that, I think.
Southern moved to 14. So it's 14. Eastern the 16. 18 ends gone. 3 to play. Aggregate upgrade after 94 ends. Southern are 96. And the Eastern are 79. So they've bumped it out a little bit more to 17 shot lead with only 11 ends left. So see Phil just picking up the microphone. He's going to go over to the South Coastal and the Northern to see if he can get his Northern teammates home.
So the mat's come up a bit.
Yeah, Matt's up a bit. Jack nearly on the tee. So that end wicket number 5 is finished. So Phil might tell us that one on the way through as well.
We'll see how he goes. I set the bar high as far as the reporting
Yeah.
went. So I'm not sure if he'll be able to quite get to
he's-
there, but we'll see how he goes.
He's doing it unassisted, but so he does get extra points.
Yeah, right. Oh, fair enough.
So the breeze might be just.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
I can hear you
No, I haven't got you.
whispering away.
Yeah, well, we've definitely got you.
Yeah, I can hear you very quietly.
Phil's
Go and see the
talking to us.
technician.
He's going to get some tech
No,
support.
It's come good. It's come good.
Righto. So we can hear you. So
Righto, the Rink has finished. Let me see. I can't remember who was there. Have a look at my sheet.
It'll be Peter Flay and Tim O'Man.
Yes. So O'Man has won 26-10.
26-10. So that's a
Got
good,
the right team, the Southern. 26-10 they've won.
good 16 lead.
Yeah,
Sheet
16
win.
lead, yeah. And the one that's just finished now, which is Sharpie, isn't it?
Yeah, Sharp versus
yeah,
McGregor.
He's 21-17 in front, but I don't know what's happening. They're just measuring. I'll let you know before I go and check the Northern boys.
That's a really good comeback from our Shark. They got a 6 or a 7 or whatever. They were, I think, 10-16, 10-17 down, and so that's a really good win.
Yeah. Well, the other guys haven't scored.
No. Got one just then.
so that bringing the mat up and Jack to the tee.
It's fooled everyone.
Yeah, that's right. It's a full hand in front of the Jack, but
That's a good shot.
that's a good shot.
Good shot by John Ashton.
Snuck
21-18, sorry. 21-18.
21-18 to Sharp. So they win by 3.
Yep. I've got him now.
So can he find a hole? Because his weight's pretty good.
Might. Will the weight make up for these? He
Yeah,
has. So
that's
that
one
shot,
shot.
albeit fell out, does look deceptive, but obviously it's only going to be closer.
Yep. One shot to Murray Seagate. Really good shot. Mark Vandenberg also looking for that clear run around it, which he has. That's a great shot by Mark Wannenberg. That'll be hard to beat.
Yeah, and especially with that bowl in the way. So
he wants to play under, but again, there's a lot of weight on this hand to get under that.
like the wind's picked up, hasn't it? You know, it's
It has. It's changing again. It's a little bit more in their, not quite in their face, but it's coming from a bit more of an angle rather than straight across the green. So they're nearly a little bit into it, which will give them the excuse for the short bowls. Weight's pretty good, but I don't think he's got a clear run.
and that won't make it any clearer where that's parked up either.
No.
It may change the weight they're going to have to do. He might have to clean that out, but yeah. For Wannenberg, it's easy. He doesn't have to be right on it. He's got 18 inches to draw third shot.
He got around it with his first. He was right next to it, but well, similar position bowl. Not sure he's got the weight this time. Bypass it. So that really is a wall. There is one hole. Technically there's two holes. Is the backhand hole that he's looking at, or is just straight up the middle hole?
Well, he's called it a bit wider, but wow, holding it in that breeze might be a bit tough, Peter.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just a clean out.
Yeah.
So 22 in the aggregate.
Yeah, you need a few more shots, but don't you?
Yeah, you have to be a bit more creative, take some risks.
So there's more of a draw out there. As if... No, didn't get around it, so... So that breeze not letting it get back.
So it's been interesting watching Warren Holt. He's always had to go back with several shots on his head. That's what it feels like, you know.
Yeah.
Quite often they leave the head and is fully and firmly entrenched, one option and play it. But he's quite often in this game, he's walked back saying, should I play through here, or do I just do to this or do that? So, yeah, it's funny. I mean, not that it has fully, you know, hasn't distracted from his game. He still played a very quality game of bowls. But, yeah, you sort of, it's just a funny game how it's just shaped up that you've always been, should I or shouldn't I?
There hasn't been that many obvious shots.
No. And it's reflection. 16-4, you know, tight game all the way through. And, yeah, so, you know, it's nip and tuck. But he'll feel more confident now. The aggregate looks like it could be under control. Eight ends, or it might be down though. That one's finished, so
yeah,
it's 7 ends.
At some point he's going to get a little bit of freedom to just win his rink.
Yeah,
it's probably not. Yeah, probably should be pretty safe now.
Yeah.
So he's playing through the front in the end, but eventually he got through the front.
So he did promote one of his own balls, maybe not into the count. It's a call from Mark Wannenberg.
There's not much of a hole that he's calling him from, but he's on the forehand trying to find just the smallest of holes. It'll be under the blue bowl as we're looking at it now. He's a bit high of that, so won't get back on that hand.
No, that's the old... With that wind, there was more chance of Harold Holt coming back than that one, Peter. You always got to hang out there.
I don't know. I have no idea who you're talking about.
Oh, do you? Oh, before your time. I've got to make my jokes got to be age appropriate, Peter. So
No. I know he went swimming and never
never
returned.
came back. Yeah,
The Russians got him or someone.
yeah,
like that,
someone
yeah.
did. So. I did use the Stephen Bradbury one day, and I got the same response. So,
Geez, that's not that long ago.
that's what I thought. I thought it was
Jeez,
etched
you're
in.
talking to teenagers, weren't
Yeah.
you?
Oh well, almost. I thought it was etched in folklore that
Yeah.
what a Stephen Bradbury is, but maybe not.
So again, looking to turn something through those vials. Preferably. Oh, just the only thing he didn't want to do.
Yeah, he's opened it up. Which, you know, you can argue the case that maybe that was Phil Jones's option was to clean it out, open it up and see what happens. Even if you went further, at least you had got a chance to look at it. But now I think he has got to look at it now. He didn't handle the wind last time, but the weight's going to be different. Oh, hang on, he's going wider than what we're calling.
Yeah, I don't think they're interested in giving away any extra shots.
Fair call.
Shin, there's still only one down. I don't think he's riding the pack. He's just into the pack. He's clipped off the pack. If you didn't quite see it, but definitely made sure of second. That's for sure. So one shot to Southern. They go to 15. Eastern stay at 16, and we've played 19 in. So two to go.
Righto, boys. I'm just cutting in and out a bit, but we've got a few rinks finished up here if you want to score.
Yeah, we got you.
Just while they're changing ends there, let me tell you. Let's have a look on Rink. Courtesy Nan, Shane. He's beaten Garrett 27-15. On the rink next door, they've finished. Fuster, who we watched this morning, who played quite well, he has beaten Mark Simpson, who had a big win this morning, and he's beaten him 23-17. And then the next one's finished, the next rink's finished as well, and that was Beckworth against Drayton, and Beckworth's had a win, so they've won those first three. Beckworth's gone down, 20. And then Manning, who was in front all the way and then lost the lead, fought back to get in front. I think he dropped a 6 on the second last end, and he's lost 21-14. And at this stage, I would say King is one shot behind with 3 ends to play, and Northern have got the Ag by 11. So Northern's got the Ag by 11. Kingy has got, let's just if you bear with me, Kingy's just played his last bowl. That should leave 2 ends to go, I think. Let's have a look. One down. Oh no, yeah, one down. King's 2 behind. So I think there's about 10 in the Ag, and score they turn over. I'm pretty sure they'll be up to date. Right, 2 ends to go. Brad King's the only one on the green, and they're 2 behind, and I think there's about 10 in the Ag. So it's still interesting. Kingy is playing Keepy. Gary Keep. Cheers. Over to you.
Rightio.
Okay, thank you.
Bit scratchy there.
Yeah. He started to struggle with the numbers.
Yeah.
The numbers were getting too big for him, I think.
Yeah. That's why I got help.
I just got Brad King here. Pretty tight, Kingy. What? You got a couple of ends to go. About 10 shots in.
Now he's an interview.
Yeah. Well, we feel confident.
Good boy. Yeah. No, it was big turnaround from this morning.
My word, it is, mate.
Yeah. So it's great. And just let you know, on the other rinks over there, the right teams won. So the Southern boys have probably beaten the Eastern boys. So tomorrow could be a big day.
Well, it looks like it, doesn't it? Everybody's got a chance.
Well done. Keep it up, mate. Win this one first. Cheers, boys.
Phil, you've gone to a new level. You've gone to a new level.
Absolutely.
Eat your heart out, Clive.
Yeah. So I should imagine Clive will be straight onto Bowls WA YouTube and watching the or listen.
He will.
No, he'll just be listening to the commentary, I'm sure.
He'll get a review. Don't worry.
Don't worry. Yeah. Clive who?
Phil's gone mad.
I just got Ash Sharp, who was down by about 11 shots. Big turnaround, Ash.
Yeah, it was a good turnaround, good fight by the boys there to peg back and have a win. Yeah, gutsy win.
Yeah, I saw you walking up and down, shaking your head and jumping up and down, and next minute you were jeering the whole team on up and down the bank, and that certainly did the trick. It was a big comeback.
Yeah, no, I wore my emotions on my sleeve a little bit there, and I maybe wasn't playing as good as I would wanted to have played, and was getting a bit upset at myself. But the boys dug deep, and we managed to pick up that 7, which got us back in the game, and got our tails up a bit from there, which helped us get the win.
Oh, awesome. Well done, mate. Cheers. Back to you, boys.
Good.
Thanks, Phil. Making sure he's not grabbing anyone else. No, he's on the march.
Yeah.
Some really good, Leeds bowls here that we've been watching. But especially Sean Crease really putting the pressure on.
So what's Wannenberg got? A draw on the forehand, sit third shot.
Yeah.
As a good insight there, Phil, onto especially fresh off, emotions are flowing, and getting insight as to how the players felt about it is something that has its risks, I guess, but it's something we should do more of. Peter, do you think? Yeah.
So he's drawing to the outside 2 mark here. If he finishes wide of them, everyone's happy. Finishes inside of them, he counts. So he's pretty close to them.
Just going to run through.
Slide through outside. But Phil's makeup's come off, I see.
Yes.
So Phil Jones. He's just got to run that line, but he might just slip underneath. It's a really good effort.
Oh, that's...
Didn't even get underneath. It's a really good shot.
We've seen 2 games with 4 really good leads. It really has shaped the outcome of this game, or both games. We will see on this one.
So Southern currently holding 2, maybe 3. Not sure about that third one. Phil was just asked that question. Thank you.
So the call is to just be there, get it back, possibly 3 down, sit that bowl, flop in, get it back to 1, go into the last end square.
So they're really just playing for their rink now, these two. This is just a straight battle of who wins the rink.
But it may be significant as
Very significant
as we get into the countdown. Once again, it's a fair effort, but on the inside rather than the outside. So different pressures as the 2 skips find their way back to the mat. Warren shows how happy he is to the lead by giving him a high 5. So Shelley's going to wait down, and Holty's probably going to see if he can make it worth his while. If he's going to stay there to watch it, he might as well make it worth his while.
So Jim Warren's just playing the same. He finishes high, wide, that's okay, but flops down on the inside.
Hit his line, he's looking hard.
Yeah, he's quite close, isn't he? He's going to, if his weight's just holding him a little bit more than he'd like. So that hasn't changed anything.
So we still think it's 2. 2 and a look.
2 and a look, yeah.
Chris shakes his head as he walks back. It's been a long day for him, you know.
Yeah. Probably been lucky it hasn't been as hot as what they predicted, I don't think.
And
So,
tomorrow's a bit kinder as far as temperature goes.
okay, just the one game, but then, you know, you've got to be safely travelling home as well, so you need to keep yourself in shape. He's just left a bit at the
No, that's the
the
mat's.
wrong end.
I think the mat's too far back for that weight, Chris.
So that's a good 2.5 feet.
So just, I don't know if he's had his fingers recalibrated when they get over top and do like they do, but
Yeah.
I can't do it. Oh, terrible, but
Matty France is
clean them out.
cleaned it out. He's moved the jack. He might have made a couple. Still going to go down, so Matty France goes down in that one. After a big win this morning.
So Warren, nothing's changed. He
No.
knows what he has to achieve here. Sit that third shot. Very deliberate. Keen, I think he thinks that he's hit his line.
Yeah, so his
And
line's
then the
good.
weight.
He's just got a little bit of weight, but drops back.
Flops
That's definitely
in.
3 then. And he's
Yeah, I'd
probably,
be-
if you had 3, unfortunately, he's still only 3.
And Holty thinks it's 2 and a look.
Yeah, I think his is closer than your one was before, so.
Yeah. So his shot
Chris
is
be
to sit
trying
your
the same
bowl.
thing.
Warren.
Sit a bowl. He's close to the jack, but just. So it's still at least 2 there to Southern. Still at least 2, which is going to put them in front. They're gonna.
While you're having a break, we're just about wrapped up over here. I think Northern needs swabbing there about 10 front. Brad King just played them. One or two, let me see. Going into the last end, he's probably 1 behind it, and I think the Ag is about 10. So Northern have got this one. So it looks like it's going to be an interesting day tomorrow, boys.
Yeah. Well, and we've called the umpire on this ring. And might be a significant measure here, Peter, because Rink wins will be the chop up there, you know, to finish the story. So whether it's 2 or 3, they are measuring for 3.
I think they're measuring for 2 and 3.
Right. And wow. Yeah. So, and the umpire. Here we go.
Here he
We'll
comes.
see how we go.
Ian Payne.
Haven't been called on a lot today, have
No, not on the screen.
You got a bit of a break there, have you? Got me?
they? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, righto. I probably missed it last bit. I was off. Looks like one end to go. Brad King's played the best bowl I've seen today. He's coupled down and just played an absolute ripper to get a couple himself. He's 16 all, 1 end to go. I think the Ag's about 12 shots, so going to be a very interesting day tomorrow.
Yeah, it will be. So it's going to come down. It'll be interesting to look at the board tonight, Phil, and so it's all going to come down to Rink wins.
Oh, very
Maybe,
important.
so.
Yeah, myself and Pete talked about it this morning about Rink wins and whether Steve Fuster could get up when he was making a comeback. He said it could be a very good Rink win or draw even, because that's what it comes down to. It's fantastic. While they got a bit of a spell, I've got a young bloke. He's never played before, and he's been very, very excited to come along. And we watched him this morning, Kent McConnell. What do you think about the comp, Kent?
I reckon the comp has been great and a good learning curve for me, and really good bowls.
Tell you what, you started off like a rocket this morning, then had a bit of a lull spot, but you really fought back and got your team back in it, and you led really well. So I didn't watch the servo. You go all right?
I went all right, yeah. It was pretty good, and the whole team bowled well in this second game. Everyone bowled as a team.
Oh, that's great, mate. you need swabbing, you Northern boys, after this morning's effort. But the numbers are falling your way. So tomorrow, make sure you sleep well and plonk them on tomorrow morning, won't you?
I will, Phil, and thank you for the interview.
Cheers, mate. Back to you, boys.
Thanks, Coach Phil.
So, Phil, maybe you could grab someone else while you're on a roll, while the umpire's doing his bit. Maybe.
Want someone from yours? I've got.
Phil Becker, come this way.
I've got one of the boys here. Steve Fuster. Steve, who we watched this morning. Oh, big turnaround Savo, mate.
Yeah, it's good to get away from those cameras, wasn't it? Yeah, no, it was a good turnaround. The boys were really good.
Yeah, no, it was great. You need swabbing, you guys.
Oh, I think Ken was a bit nervous this morning, I think. He was a lot better away from the camera.
Well, I'll tell you what, he started off brilliant this morning, and then he had quite a bad spot, but he fought back in the end and got you back in the game. Steve Beckworth here too. You had a big turnaround too, mate.
Yeah, it was good to get on the board. Boys really fought hard, dug deep, and yeah, we got over the line. It was good.
Yeah, big day tomorrow. Look after yourselves tonight, won't you? I'm not barracking for anyone, but I hope you win.
Yeah, we've got a team barbie tonight. We're looking forward to that by the pool, and yeah, ready to go tomorrow.
So, Phil, you wouldn't
Awesome.
have Richie Morecambe there by any chance?
Oh, Richie Morecambe. No, I haven't got Richie Morecambe, but I've got Chad Eva.
Chad, yeah,
biggest
right.
Wheat grower in the northern zone. Yeah, it was a good turnaround Savo, Chad.
Yeah, we pulled our digit out and rolled a lot better.
I hope Mum's been watching.
She was this morning, but yeah, she was my bowls at Savo.
Oh, yeah, no, that's fair enough. That was good. Yeah, no, you played some good bowls this morning, you guys, and they got away from you, but you made a big fight back, and it was great. And the CBH are proud of you.
Yeah, thanks, Phil.
These other blokes I've been talking to grow honey and almonds, mate. They're no good to CBH. Righto, boys. So how's that measure going? Oh, it's still going.
Still going.
3-bowl measure.
Yeah. So you annoy whoever you like while you're down there, Phil.
No, rightio. These guys are.
I mean, you've done everyone in the northern zone there.
Well,
Is anyone else exist?
You want me to find someone in the eastern zone, don't you?
Well, no. You've got the southwestern boys down there.
Yeah, they're all concentrating at
Are
the
they?
moment. Hang on, I might get one.
This measure's extremely close down here, Phil. There's
Yeah, well, they're still going. But anyway, I've got a young fella. Oh, no, he won't talk to me. I'll tell you what I will get. I'm sorry it's another northern boat, but I've got Carlhausen here from the local Denison Club. Good weekend for Denison, mate.
It is a very good weekend, Phil. Yes, thank you very much. Yeah.
You present things really well here. The greens are nice and the facilities, everything's great. And good turnaround the Savo, mate.
Yes. Well, I've heard the other mob lost too. One we played this morning. Is that
They did. I'll let you know, mate. I'll let you know you're right in with a chance. So tomorrow's a big day.
beautiful? Yep. No, a lot of work's gone into this, Phil, and it's very good. New greens, surrounds, shades, everything. It's very good.
Not only that, not only that, mate. You kept the sea breeze away.
Yeah, I know, but a nice little westerly today, a little bit cooler than yesterday. No, beautiful.
Yeah, well, you know, all these inland blokes, and they can't play in that sea breeze. Only you can handle it.
Well, we're paying for sea breeze too, for all the inlanders, but no, at least it's not hot. So yeah, it's good. Good.
Well, while your skipper's contemplating his next shot, he played a pretty big bowl last end, didn't he?
Played a perler. He did, an absolute gem.
Absolute
we won't be
gem.
a draw now, will there?
No, it won't be a draw. No.
And our aggregates won. Yep, for the Northern
Good,
League.
awesome. Hey, mate, well done to Denison. Fantastic effort.
Thanks very much, Phil.
Cheers. Back to you, boys. I've run out. I want me to get some spectators.
Thanks, Phil. Done a great job. He has just, umpire has just picked the jack up and decided none of them.
So, which means
Which means it was one to Southern.
Wow.
Could have been 3.
Yes.
Could have been 2. Could have been, and it was 1. So 16-16. We will get a winner.
So big call here, Pete, but it won't be a draw.
Yes.
I thought he might have pulled the mat up. They a little bit further after that last time they were going this way, but I should suspect he'll throw it to the tee, or has he?
So a bit short of the tee. So
short of the tee, and as we know, this Rink win.
Yep. Very
Whoever
important.
wins this may decide
So
who lifts that trophy tomorrow lunchtime.
just a reminder, all results are updated on Bowls Link. So individual Rink scores and everything. This morning results are up there. This afternoon's results will go up tonight, and tomorrow's results will go up tomorrow afternoon.
So as we play the first bowl of the last end, Pete, I suppose it's a really good time for us to revisit CBH And
Certainly.
certainly, and thank them for their generosity and for enabling this live stream to go through. We've with Phil on board and myself not a lot of experience, and of course you have heaps, but we've changed it up a bit, and hopefully we've delivered this over a wide part of rural WA, and everyone's got to have a chance to either watch it live or watch the replay. We've certainly enjoyed doing it, and if it wasn't for CBH and everything they do for not just us but for the wider community around the state, it just wouldn't happen. So thank you to them, and I know it's not the last input they have as we head down to Hall's Head on the 11th, for the ladies interzone round robin. So which once again we'll get to see some very talented country bowlers strut their stuff.
Remember those key dates of the 17th of February, where the member forum and annual general meeting, and get your names on board for that. And then by the time we get to Hall's Head, we might have some March dates for those. Also the regional things that they're doing, the regional meetings they're doing. We might have some dates for them. But certainly thank you to CBH. It's the other reason we're here.
Yeah, I mean it's also another medium for them, Peter, to be able to advertise that sort of stuff. So it gets to the audience in a different medium. So rather than having to get it through their normal ways, so it's beneficial to them too as well. So, boy, we're seeing
just that breeze, just pushing
really
into that breeze again, just catching them out for the second time.
So the wind's there. So we'll see what Murray Seagate, whether he can adapt to it. Had a solid game.
Tip. The wind is not there. It's perfect, you guys. You want to play here when the wind's here. Serious. This is beautiful. They couldn't got a better date.
No.
Couldn't got a better result either, boys, either. That's very, very interesting now. Probably should have stayed over there with my favourite team. See who won that last rink. It was pretty important. They were all square going the last end too, so there was no draw there.
No draw. So what we can tell you definitely is that the northern zone has won that aggregate. So, and definitely no matter what happens on this rink, the southern zone has won this aggregate. So it'll be one aggregate each going into the last round. So it's anybody's. If you're in the area, get down here tomorrow morning, because it finishes at lunchtime, where they'll crown the winners. They'll also select obviously the country versus metro team, which will be at Osborne Park on the Thursday before Country Week. I think that's the 2nd of March. I think that sounds right. So Osborne Park on Thursday night. If you're in the area, get down to watch some great bowls against the Metropolitans.
It'd just be the perfect scenario for all the Batavia League bowlers to be here tomorrow and get behind their local boys and see if they can get an extra couple of shots, because as we've seen today, an extra couple of shots is the difference between which may be the winning and not winning. So Phil, who has bowled exceptionally well the entire game, Phil Jones from York.
Phil Jones, that is, not Phil Manning. He hasn't bowled particularly well at all.
Hasn't put down one good bowl.
I nearly called one once.
Once again, for a game that's been really tight, this is one of the looser ends.
Yeah, the nerves are set in, pretty important. Like you said, this could be the half a point or point rink win that could win the competition tomorrow.
That's right. So both bowls on the way in on the backhand for Mark Wenenberg are both against him. So they both belong to the Eastern boys that are parked up. Metre out, do you think, or a bit less?
Yeah, a bit less than a metre, but I don't think he has any choice. There's nothing on the other hand for him.
No.
So
and there's more air
than win the game.
More air than bowl.
At least if you get it away now, Warren's got something to play to. So just trying to find a hole. His weight's pretty good.
He's going to get a counter. He's probably going to get the closest. Yeah.
So
done it well.
Pretty handy.
He's done it well. Yep. It's 2 shots, but it's also a good track in there for Phil as well. Just needs another 3 feet. So he's a little bit wider than Mark was.
Yeah,
But
doesn't look too bad from my side.
Just going to slide under as well, but
Second
just
shot.
a little bit less weight. It's a second shot. Both
Second
skips
shot.
got something to play to.
So 2 bowls each to go. Point up for grabs, and it might be a really significant point, as we've been saying. So Phil, tell me, your first experience in the commentary seat?
Yeah, very nervous, as you can tell.
I hadn't noticed, actually.
Yeah, no, it's been enjoyable. It's pretty easy. You know, Pete knows what he's doing. He's done it many times, and yeah, no, it's just talking bowls, I suppose. And we've had a couple of good games. I really enjoyed the game this morning, even though it wasn't super close. It was very interesting, and yeah, this is just the same. It's been awesome.
So Ryan's looking for a path. Just,
Is that?
I don't know if that's made.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's good or bad.
Yeah,
So give him
we'll
something
find
to sit.
out. We'll find out very soon.
It may adjust his weight, you know, looking at
Yeah.
it on camera there through. He's going to have to play.
Certainly give him a different look at it. He's got another option to play if he wants it.
Well, both of his coming in, but there's nothing to lose his score.
Yep, so he's up and at him. He's very close to that hole. He must be close to it. And he has.
And he has.
Great shot.
Jack. Oh, he's
And-
unlucky. Very unlucky.
So his father Terry and mum Daphne would have been, hopefully they're tuned in, watching Chris play from wherever they're on holidays. They're probably back looking after the farm with Chris being gallivanting around the state. They would have had their hearts in their mouth as that shot went through, and it just gone a little bit sour, but they got 1 bowl each.
He's got an opportunity.
Yeah, look, depends where. It'd be good if Holty just leaves him room to draw it, so
We got a big finish.
the big finish.
At least get close. Just
And if we could, pity we couldn't pan back over the crowd. Everyone's waiting. Everyone knows the significance of these last 2 bowls.
there he comes. So Warren's
Not a bad shot
yeah,
here.
he's
I
pretty
reckon.
close. He doesn't want to drag the jack.
No, it doesn't matter. If
You
he
know, won't
drags
drag it
2
far.
inches.
Won't drag
Yeah,
it far
great
enough.
bowl, well.
It's a great shot.
And that will not look pretty from the mat.
No, it doesn't. It's all lined up.
Albeit second shot. How far away is second shot? A foot? Not a good angle from Fry. Don't pick it up there quiet.
All the times he's come down to the head and he's got the most crucial bowl, he stayed there this time. I think he knows what he needs to do. Big finish
Well,
if he sat on this and made it a measure.
Down a bit of new stuff. Need
Still
Phil to
looking.
move a little bit.
Tell you what.
He's still looking
Need to change that
Tell you
camera
what,
angle.
Tell you what.
Oh.
Just missed.
by an inch.
So
Oh, fantastic. What a game.
What a
Warren
great...
Holt takes that game with a shot. So Southern goes to 17. Eastern goes to 16. But
Bowles was the winner there.
yeah, really entertaining game.
Wow.
Really entertaining game. So, well, that comes to an end. So we've seen, as you said, 2 really good games. I hope everyone's enjoyed those games, and hope they've enjoyed listening to us. You know, have a bit of fun. Hopefully we've made it reasonably enjoyable for you. So, any last words from the president?
Well, I just hope that we get plenty of guys, or a lot of people have been able to watch it live or watch the replay of this, and hopefully we get the messaging out there that we're trying to expand this exposure
Yes.
of the game all around the state. And I know this goes a lot further than just within our own boundaries, but it's been a great day for us to do it, and hopefully we've got it all over. And welcome aboard, Phil. I mean, it looks like you're fully entrenched in this, mate. Could be the new job.
Look, I Clive couldn't see Clive relinquishing anything to do with commentary, so I got no chance.
So that's the end of our broadcast. So thank you to CBH. Thank you to the Denison Bowling Club. You've been outstanding to us. Thank you to Dean and Sharon Lomax who are doing the production. So what you see is all they're producing, and we really appreciate it. If you're in the area tomorrow, come down. I'll have the scores on BowlsLink. I'll try and give some update scores on Facebook because I'll be here anyway in the morning. So come on down and have a look, and we'll see who wins because it's going to be 2 teams. What we do know is 2 teams tomorrow will have won 2 aggregates. So it's really going to come down to how many rink wins they win in the morning. So thank you all for joining us. We're going to have more things coming up. Country Week, the ladies round robin. So keep joining us. We'll keep getting better, we hope. So thank you and goodbye from the Denison Bowling Club.